And we're live.
Yes, Darren. Nice to see you, Darren. Wow, the World Cup is living up to expectation. What a game. Senegal against Belgium. I've never seen nothing like it. Living up to expectation. What a game. Senegal against Belgium.
That's why I named this What the Fuck is Going On with the World Cup, because nearly every game has been a good game.
Yeah.
So, how are you, Art? How have you been? You keeping good?
I just soldier on tonight, Darren. You know, take one day as it comes. Hopefully I can get through the day without too much aches and pains, and just observe what has been going on and everything. And nothing fails to amaze me now. You know, anything could happen now. And
What's going on?
You know, but with the football, I mean, England tonight, they played better in the second half, but they cannot afford to play like they did right against Mexico. Otherwise, they'd be 3-0 down at half time.
Do you remember me before the start of the world saying Congo be a dark horse in this? It says Congo and Morocco.
Yeah.
The penalty shootouts, the big teams going out on penalties was blew her wide open.
Germany.
Yeah, Germany and Argentina were probably two of the best, and America that played like every one of their group games good.
Yeah, but Argentina have yet to play. But Brazil are now going to play. No, France. France are now going to play Paraguay in the last 16. It would have been France, Germany.
I think England could win it.
No, hang on. Right, first of all, Mexico, don't underestimate Mexico at home. Right, so that's one thing. If they do, England beat Mexico, they then have to play, right, Brazil in the quarterfinals. If they beat Brazil, they'll probably have to play Argentina in the semi-finals. And if they beat them and get to the final, they'll probably have to play France.
And Colombia are also having a good World Cup. Had a good World Cup.
So England won't have it easy. But I mean, John, honestly, yeah. England are in trouble the next round. Well, I think they could be in trouble, yeah. Mexico, that's not easy. Then Brazil, then Argentina, and then, you know, maybe France. Well, no. Flavors wants Mexico to win. He's got a tenner on Mexico at 50-1.
God, I would have went just for them to make the last four. He probably would have got 20-1.
Yeah, he don't understand. He just saw it advertised 50-1, and he just put £10 on it in the bookmakers. Hello, Max.
What's Max saying there about you hang on my glass on a bet, is it?
No, he took ages to find you, but he's here now.
I'll find the channel.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to put like me and Ed were doing this last week and I wasn't even live talking. We were talking for 10 minutes, I wasn't even live.
I know, but that's what I mean. I did put the link in at the end of my thing when you said you was going to go live. If you'd have said at the start, I could have put it in and more people would have seen it. Here is link. I'll put the link in the chat. Is that all right, Darren?
Yeah. And if anyone wants to come up and have a chat, let them.
There it is. The link's in the chat now.
Or even so, he says he'll have me back on his panel. I was told.
Si said he would have you back on his panel.
Yeah, but you know what that'd get me up there, be nice for the first 20 minutes and then just cause mayhem.
Well, and then Cherry Murphy might drop in as well.
Exactly. Like until long in the tooth, I know exactly what that means. Look, if he wants to have a phone call with me, if he wants to ring me, he can ring me, but like I'm not going them days of panels and egg when I'm gone, no.
We don't want none of that bad vibes, no. Steve, I ain't heard from him. Is he just busy?
He's in the WhatsApp chat now. They haven't made one phone call tonight, so they all must be busy. Because we were on a phone call last night, me, Stephen, and Damien from like. I come on after one. They were already on it, and like me and Steve got off at. I was in work at 9 o'clock this morning. I got off at 8:33.
And that was in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. See, that's what the WhatsApp group now. Like sometimes instead of doing a live, they just go in the WhatsApp group and have a chat.
Yeah. You know what I'm like. I mean, I'm. To be honest with you, again, see, I'd have been up all night as well, but so I'll just restrict it to doing my live. If Flavors is live in the day, I do that, and by the time it gets to the evening, I'm normally knackered. I mean, I was on with Flavors for 5 hours, then done my live for an hour.
I love the old WhatsApp phone calls, you know what I mean? Because that's just a phone call, like just what we go down now. But like I like these ones because you can interact with people that don't be on the phone calls.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I get the lane, like maybe this time next year I'll know how to put out the link.
So I see that bastard got a guilty, the one who from Parnell Square.
Yeah.
Dirty, filthy, non-white piece of shit that he is.
There's nobody's excuse was that why he said he done it. He was down the social welfare and he didn't give him what he thought he was entitled to.
Right.
So we told them, I'll show you. So that's how the manslaughter went out the window. He went there with intention and he went to a school.
Well, what will he get then? Will he get a life sentence with no possibility of ever being released?
Irish laws are aware that he straight away he gets a third of his sentence struck out. He'll get a third for good behaviour.
Who's going to win tonight then, or in half an hour? Who's going to win, USA or Bosnia?
USA. I'll put it on the start, Ed. USA playing super football. They're playing. I'll enjoy to watch.
Yeah. Max said the odds on Bosnia to beat USA are very good.
Yeah, they would be, but I think Bosnia haven't been great, and USA haven't been like bad. They've been playing better than I actually thought. I thought they wouldn't even get out of the group.
But exactly, they've got US have got home advantage. Everyone's supporting them. But then the next round, the USA, who do they play the next round? That'd be a tough one. I think it's Brazil, wouldn't it? I don't know. No, who is it? Who would US play the next round?
Oh, I don't have the thing in front of me yet. Damn, it's in the upstairs on the wall. Do you know what? The only gripe I have about this World Cup is these 4 quarters. The water breaks. They're not water breaks. They're using them. If the water breaks, the coach shouldn't be allowed over with his screen showing them this on the board and all. Like that's like what they do in America. 4 quarters for every sport. And then some of these stadiums have roofs on them with air conditioning. You don't need a water break. But what do I know? What do I know? Like,
yeah,
it's probably for the best.
Sorry, I think the US, they're going to play Belgium. If whoever wins USA Bosnia plays Belgium, and I don't think Belgium are any good myself.
No.
So that'd be like that means that USA could get to the quarterfinals quite legitimately. You know what I mean?
It's Senegal played them off the park tonight, really, didn't he?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if the US could get to the quarterfinals, it'll keep the interest in the US, won't it?
Yep. And the biggest downside was the Scots going home. They were loved over there, weren't they, the Scots?
Yeah. And can we put it into perspective? The Scottish were drawn in the same group as Brazil and Morocco. So it was a group of death anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like Morocco are no pushover. Like Morocco, the top team in Africa.
Yeah. I liked it when I liked that commentator when he said in the France-Senegal game, he said it's the legal immigrants against the illegal immigrants.
And he kind of made a thing about who was playing last night. The team playing Ghana. No, it was Congo. You're actually making a thing about Congo, not 2 matches ago. The commentator says not one of these players. They're all based around Europe. Not one of them were born in the Congo.
Yeah.
So where did he go with this? Like if you're a good footballer from Africa or something, like you're going to be sent to Europe for development. But like as Wam Saka said, he says, I've always been Congolese. I've been brought up in Britain in a Congolese household.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of games at silly hours, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because when the Mexico-England game is at 1 a.m. Monday morning, isn't it?
Yeah, but at least the next World Cup now we have Morocco, Portugal, Spain. They're the 3 hosts.
What, is that already been decided?
Yeah.
Oh, so what we now, that'll be 2030, will it?
2030, yeah, Spain, Morocco and Portugal.
And 2034, is that Saudi Arabia?
It is indeed, yeah. Do you know, I actually think Saudi Arabia had the 2030 one, but it was, for some reason, it was pushed 4 years. Maybe to do what's going on down there at the moment.
Oh, right. And then, 2034, 2038, is that South America? That I would imagine that's got to be in it.
Well, they'll give, I don't know, because they'll say, well, Mexico represents South America, but South America have to have their own one. There's too many big stadiums, big countries. I don't know, I think they might go Asia again.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll tell you who would like to host it, China, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but does their human rights get in the way or something, doesn't it?
Oh, really? Well, what about Saudi then?
Theirs doesn't count.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. It's like
when you give FIFA billions of dollars, they don't count.
Yeah, like all the nuclear talk about Iran mustn't have a nuclear weapon, which I agree, but no one says about Israel. No one says it. Let's inspect Israel's nuclear program.
Oh, I read a book. Right? Now, this guy, he doesn't deny the Holocaust. He denies the numbers, and he has like South African and British like satellite, no planes that flew over and took pictures. You look at them with a little magnifying glass, and he says for the last nobody says during the last 3 months that Auschwitz went on a real death kill everything, kill everything, kill everything.
Yeah.
He says that they didn't have enough coal, right, to do that extermination. And he gave the figures of coal that he needed. They had enough coal to kill 145, or to burn 145,000 bodies, which is a war crime in itself. But some guy put a comment up to me. He goes, "You're an idiot, aren't you, mate?" I goes, "Why?" He goes, "You know they didn't kill them with coal, they killed them with gas." And I goes, "What did he do with the bodies after they gassed them?" "What do you mean?" The gas melted them. I goes, "Mate, conversation's over."
What? The gas melted them?
Yeah, but he thought that that's what killed them and made them burn with the gas. I says, "No, they have to burn the bodies."
Has history, this is a question, has history ever trusted the Red Cross with numbers of dead? Rwanda and places like that, Vietnam and all of them places. Has the Red Cross been relied upon for reasonable?
Well, they're known as the most accurate, but who's to say they're not corrupt?
No, I'm just saying because the Red Cross gave their opinion after the Second World War, and no one questioned it at the time. No one questioned it for a long time until all of a sudden it then become pushed to be front and centre. Funny that Churchill never wrote about it in his memoirs, nor did Eisenhower, or indeed did Truman, or indeed Stalin.
Why was it? I know people say, "Oh, the swimming pool was for the guards," but then why was it in where the prisoners were being held? Some of these places had cinemas in them and all. It's and you think back, this is what you go into town to a march, right, Art, and you're called a mad right-wing Nazi, right?
Yeah.
People, but do people not understand how can you be right-wing and a Nazi when the Nazis were socialists, they were left-wing?
National Socialists.
National Socialists, yeah. What happened? Well, I think what happened was Hitler had a big problem with the Balkanism, right? Which he says was being funded by the Jewish, which in the end it turned out to be true because there was 6 of them that sat on the board of 12. Yeah. What I think's happened in the world now? You have Marxism. Karl Marx, he made it all about the classes, the rich, the poor, and the have-nots. But now, Marxism has been turned into race.
Yes.
The left wing are all gone mad about race. They forgot about the classes. It's all about race now.
Not forgot.
Because you can't make a race war out of classes. Know what I mean?
Exactly.
So there is some type of planning to all there is some type of Truman show going on where they kind of know everything.
Yeah, you got to hand it to Donald Trump. You got to hand it to Donald Trump. He don't try and hide it, does he? He's earned $2.2 billion since he took office again.
No, he's a he's a mob boss.
Of course he is.
He's a mob. He's the last of the old school New York mob bosses that are still running the show.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, but he's earned 1.5 billion out of cryptocurrency and 672 million out of his other investments, property and all that. But
and did you Did you see the text calls that what's his name that does the commentating with Joe Rogan released about Eric?
What Jamie?
No, Derek Lewis, right? Eric Trump texts him and goes, have you any good ones for the White House night? And he goes, oh yeah, there'll be some good fights. He goes, is there any bankers? And he goes, what do you mean by bankers? And he goes, like, is this sport rigged? And he goes, come here, I shouldn't be having this conversation with you. I'm not allowed to bet. I wouldn't know. And I'm actually appalled you to ask me this. And he just goes, I'll just cut to the chase. I just want to know, like, is anyone taking a fall?
Wow. Well, put it this way. That could have happened, though, right? But I don't think that happened in the Gaethje fight, did it?
No. Your man wanted to, like, didn't want to get. Your man got out of the office still when he didn't want to get off at once. Like, no, Gaethje hurt that guy bad. Like, that guy was only a couple of punches away from shards of his forehead probably piercing his brain.
Yeah.
Like,
to be honest, I've never seen someone's face beaten up as much as I saw Topuria. Everyone will be coming for him now. Paddy the Baddy Pimlet said he don't think he'll ever recover from it.
There's a lot of fighters, Channel Sullen said it. A lot. He says he'll fight again, but that confidence he had, that ego he had, that he was untouchable, that no one could touch him, like, that's gone now. Like, you seen it with prime example of that being Prince Nassim Hamed. He took that bad beating off Mendes that time, remember? Never fought again.
Yeah.
Never fought. He needs to get his social life in order first. Whatever's going on with his wife and all this. And then,
does he live in Dubai?
He's based in Florida, but his wife says he's having an affair on him down in Florida. Now, we all know women can lie. Like, does she want a divorce because she knows he's getting, because he's on, I don't know. To me, he seems a good family man. No, like,
I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest with you.
Mayor, anything good on the underworld this week?
Not really, no. I mean, to be honest with you, I think people are just waiting to see if indeed Daniel Kinahan gets extradited. I mean, the press, the Guardian authority said that it'll be by mid-July. The UAE and Dubai said they've had enough of the Kinahans and want them out of there. So who knows? I'm keeping an eye on the Irish Air Corps government jet, which the government said they're going to go and get him in. So that'll be the big story. What else we got? We got Wes Houlihan's brother, Darren Roy Houlihan, is missing in Spain, presumed dead. But the media are using kid gloves. They're just describing it as brother of ex-Irish soccer star missing, presumed dead in Spain, and that's Kinahan affiliated because the people.
Is that the Barcelona guy?
No, the Barcelona guy was a Serbian shot in the back of the head. It was only a coincidence they reported Darren Roy Houlihan missing on the same day, but that's been sorted now. No, the geezer who shot in the head in Barcelona was a Serbian again, right? Was that from Eddie Gakanin? Because they're in battle, the Dino Tito cartel with Serbians. But the question is, though, because the people who killed that Roy Houlihan, right, Wes Houlihan's brother, are all Daniel Kinahan's friends from Dublin, including Darren Roy Houlihan. They were all friends, and people are saying no one got the okay to do it. So it seems it's a free-for-all now.
Like the Siberians, they'd be like a paramilitary, wouldn't they? Like, they'd be more like a drug army more than a gang, wouldn't they? Like they'd be like the Russians. Like they'd be like paramilitaries,
Who's that?
like the Serbians.
Well, to a certain extent, but I mean, the Dino Tito cartel, I mean, there's Serbians in that, and also Montenegro as well. But I mean, so there are lots of different, it's like saying the Irish, but there's more than just the Kinahan cartel in Ireland, you know, as we've seen. And I mean, there are more than just the usual suspects whose names get reeled out every time. You know, there are other people whose just names float to the surface. There are big gangsters right in the 6 counties in Northern Ireland that are being brought to justice. John the Chocolate, what's his name, O'Brien or something, right? He's going to be up in court. These are a lot of these gangsters are old school who are in the shadows, and a lot of them are being nicked and everything. So there's more than one, and don't for 1 minute, Darren, think that once a big cartel's taken down, that the business has stopped. It'll just be moved to someone else as long as there's demand. And also, Daniel,
not a cartel that big anyway. Well, they've planned for this. No,
exactly. Daniel Kinahan being arrested, even if he's extradited, convicted, is not going to make any difference to the Kinahan cartel whatsoever. They're now pushing Ian Thomas Dixon forward as the new boss when we all know Christy Kinahan Sr. is the boss. They're protecting the king like they do in chess, right? So if Daniel's out, what do you think then? Because Daniel has been arrested, that's the end of it. Don't be so stupid. Don't be so stupid.
He was head of logistics, wasn't he? He just moved somebody in else to do logistics.
Yeah. Well, no, he was there to deal with all the heavy-duty lunatics and all the other cartels, bring them together and all this carry on. Right? Christopher Kinahan Jr. was learning all about money laundering and all this carry on. And so was Ian Thomas Dixon. And Daniel was the sort of go-between, but even he was moving into boxing and everything, right? So but of course, you know, this snake has many heads. Cutting one head of the snake off is not going to... you know, if they'd have arrested Christopher Kinahan Sr., Christopher Kinahan Jr., Daniel Kinahan, Ian Thomas Dixon, Bernard Clancy, right, and a dozen others, yeah, then you could say, well, the Kinahans are under pressure. But just getting rid of Daniel, that ain't going to do nothing as well. And also, there's sons.
How the hell did Tyson Fury get into the States?
Well, because Daniel Kinahan's been arrested, and as Bob Arum told Tyson Fury, go to your local embassy and spill your guts. Tell them exactly what you know about Kinahan, and then you'll get in. He said that 3 years ago in an interview. And because Daniel's in jail, right, it was smoothed through with Dana White, and Tyson Fury got the... and also notice Tyson Fury's next fight is in Thailand. Right, and right, and he said all the proceeds and his purse is going to local charities. I don't believe a word of it, but he's fighting some nobody in Thailand. Coming
to the end of their careers, that's what that is.
Well, what I think's going to happen, I think the minute that Daniel Kinahan is extradited to Spain, I think everyone's going to be singing like canaries because they'll have the confidence to do so. And then you've got little subplots. You've got little subplots of where they're all like jockeying. Johnny Morrissey, right, wants to blame everything in Spain on Stephen Lyons because the press have run with Stephen Lyons, the Godfather. So he wants to blame it all on Stephen Lyons. Right, and if Stephen Lyons gets killed in jail, then Johnny Morrissey's in a better position. Yeah, it was all his fault and everything. So there are subplots going on all the time. You've got Kinahan cartel operatives in Spain, right, killing one of their own, right, Roy Houlihan, for their own gain. I think it's every man for himself now, personally. You've got Bole Joss running the Mocro Mafia. He's taking big hits. You've got Raphael Imperiali grassing everyone up. There was an Ndrangheta gangster arrested. Where was he arrested? He'd been wanted for years. I think it was Spain. A senior Ndrangheta, right? So obviously Rafael's Imperiali's grassed him up. So I think it's a free-for-all now. I think the super cartel is now splintered. But doesn't mean business will stop. And that, you know, and the kind of amounts that they move, right, is just so huge. Fuck's sake. Tons.
And I heard Stan was looking for a big job in the United Nations now.
Yeah, Starmer. He wants to be the next Secretary General of NATO.
Oh, good Jesus!
I mean, that's the bloke who's got it now is the ex-Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte. He lives with his mum, so he's obviously a gay homosexual closet man, isn't he? Right? They're all pufters. They're all homosexuals, all of them. Macron, right? Keir Starmer. The German Merz, all of them are fucking shirt lifters. So what chance we got when you got homosexuals? And the worst thing is when they're closet homosexuals, it means they can be blackmailed.
There's a great thing started on Sky Atlantic. It's called "It's in Your Blood." It was made in Australia. It's about Sydney in the 80s. When HIV first started showing up in America and all, and then it starts showing up. Australia was one of the biggest countries after America to put money in research, and they kind of, them and the French kind of come up with the solutions because they had so many gay men in government. Yeah,
ridiculous amount of money was put in. But the whole AIDS thing was made worse by Anthony Fauci. When he authorised DMZ or something as a treatment for AIDS, which killed more people than it helped.
Yeah, that Fauci's an evil guy.
Oh, he's killed millions.
The guy when that happened there, the guy in Ireland, we used to get our blood from America, and we got a lot of women got hepatitis C, through blood transfusions after giving birth and things like that.
Yeah.
And do you know the guy that signed up for all that blood and was in charge of that blood now? Do you know what his? Do you know the way, like in other countries, you lose your job and your pension and might go to prison and all? Do you know what his job is today?
Go on.
He's head of the blood screening board.
Nice. That's a fox card in the hen house, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, well, these are things people would have got brought to the gallows for 100 years ago.
You see, Darren, the way the system works is if you do something bad for the system, right, they promote you. Right, instead of you getting right, they just promote the people, and in the end, you get people in really huge, powerful positions that have done some bad things. Andy Burnham, for example, right, he ignored the grooming gangs. He also allegedly, right, organised or knew about an operation called Operation Hexagon, which was launched with the Labour Party, the Greater Manchester Police. Right, hunting down whistleblowers who were blowing the whistle on the grooming gangs. Not the grooming gangs, not the people who were covering it up, hunting down the people blowing the whistle to silence them.
Oh, Andy, boom, this is the man of Britain, isn't it? Like, the man of the ordinary man. I eat toast. He comes out with something, I eat toast just like the common man. He's a fucking idiot. They all are.
Yeah, but he's a working class kid, right, who went to Cambridge University. Very bright, although he studied literature and all of this, right? He came out of Cambridge University and went to work with the Labour Party and become a politician. He's part of the system. Don't, just because he came from a council estate, but listen, he left there at 18 and went to Cambridge University and was indoctrinated. Again, I'll say, John Lennon was not a working class hero. John Lennon enjoyed all the fruits of success, but if you look at some of his songs, imagine there's no religion, right? And let's carry on, right? So hidden within all that, it's all lovely and fluffy, but within all that, right, is the New World Order and that, right? But listen, John Lennon went off the script in the late 70s, and that's why he had to be taken out, because he posed a threat. But initially, he played along with the game, right, for a couple, for decades. When did the Beatles start? Early 60s, didn't they? Early 70s.
John Lennon had to go because he was doing this peace, staying in bed for peace and all. And if he would have turned around and says, I want 1 million people in Washington tomorrow, 5 million would turn up. That's how powerful. So he had to go.
That's right, and that's why he had to go.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the political connections, Mark Chapman was a family friend of the Bush family.
Oh. It's
and then shortly after that, we got the assassination attempt on President Reagan. Because if he'd have died, George H.W. Bush would have become president in 1981. But he survived.
Reagan took that assassination like a dog, didn't he? Took a well, like not a bother back. I think he took 5 days off work or something.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden, right, but then George H.W. Bush did get in, right, but in 88, and then he took office 89. What happens in 1990? We get the Iraq War. But how did the Iraq War come about? Well, the truth of the matter is that the American oil industry had developed this drill that went down, and it could, right, vertically, but could go horizontally as well. So on the, right, Kuwaiti side, right, in Kuwait, they use this drill to go down and along under the border, tapping into one of Iraq's biggest oil wells. And they were sucking out 300,000 barrels of oil every day from the Iraqis, stealing it. Right, and you can go and research this.
Yeah, and then I was watching a thing the other night, Bowen Skunk Works. I think they do the military stuff. The guy was asking him how far advanced are they, and he goes, anything you can imagine and can't even imagine we have and we've done.
So then Saddam Hussein went, look, I'm not fucking having this. You're taking the piss, 300,000 barrels of oil. If you don't turn it in, I'm going to invade.
Yeah.
And in August of 1989 or 1990, boom, right, he invades. But he said, you see, now what he should have realised, right, he should have realised that he would have had to have just punched straight on through Saudi Arabia. But he didn't. He just took Kuwait and said, oh, I'm just going to have that, thinking he'll be allowed to have Kuwait. Because he thought, well, how can the Americans throw me out? Well, then the Saudis made the deal with the Americans to allow them to bring in 500,000 troops into Saudi Arabia and put them on the border with Iraq. And from that moment on, Saudi Arabia become an enemy of Islam or in the Middle East because they let the Americans in. And that's when Osama bin Laden declared war because of the Americans being allowed in the Holy Land.
Remember, we got the bullshit stories. They're throwing babies out of incubators and all that. Do you remember all that propaganda we were hearing? Fairly.
I mean, listen, when we go forward, how much of what we've heard in the Gaza, right? The Gaza, the Lebanon war, and the Iran war is right. I mean, I want to see the pictures of the destruction caused in Israel that they've been hiding. I'd like to see the destruction of the 5th Fleet's naval base in Bahrain. I'd like to see what has really gone on because we haven't seen none of it. I mean, everyone that had all their cameras on Israel the first night, then the missiles started to get through, and Israel, the government, censored everyone and went, right, anyone caught releasing videos of bombs going off or missiles going off in Israel, you get 5 years in jail. So they've censored everything. The mainstream media won't play it. But then as we move on, right, we will then look back and then some of that stuff will come out.
Well, my boss's missus is Jewish, and she went to Israel there for a couple of weeks there. She's only back about a week. And he was telling me yesterday morning, he says, Carden was telling me, she says, Dad, and you know, over in the people of Israel now, they're actually pissed off with Benjamin. They believe that the Israeli government allowed October the 7th to happen.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Hannibal directive.
Yeah, there's no way that the amount of walls, the amount of surveillance, the amount of everything, they should never have been able to do it. And plus, like, why was there an hour and a half delay for police to get there and things like that? It was allowed to happen. And she says, you want to see the tens of thousands of people every night on the streets of Jerusalem protesting the government.
So again, don't try to personalise it, right? Because if Netanyahu goes, who takes over? Smotrich, Gavir, yeah. Right? And if they're gone, there's a fucking long line of people, right? So I mean, don't personalise it with Netanyahu as if he's the big evil. No, there's a long line that would take over in Israel.
Netanyahu's probably the least warmonger out of them all. Like
here, Ben Gavir's going to New York on the 7th of July, and they're saying there's international arrest warrants. Will Mandami, the New York mayor, have him arrested, or will he just get a free pass?
Well, not someone during the week tried to carry out an arrest warrant, but they were just beaten up by the security. I don't know where it was now. I can't remember.
Do you see that scandal in the UK? Right, 83 migrants being given brand new 250 grand houses, right, in Shropshire in England, right? Well, there's such a big outcry that Shamama Mahmood, right, the British Home Secretary, has now put a ban on any migrants being given brand new homes.
And the Taliban want every Afghan man in Europe back in Afghanistan. And they're working with the EU with it, like. So, God help any of them if they are working with the Americans.
And America, right, is really turning South America, Latin America, they're turning it away from the communism. Look how many have fallen. Colombia, all of them right there. But the biggest one, right, you'll see coming very soon will be Cuba. Also, this Venezuelan earthquake, I always ask myself why. Who benefits? I'll tell you who benefits. It means Venezuela will have to spend their oil money, right, for a long time rebuilding Venezuela, right? So it means they can't use the money for anything else. But also,
Trump this week sold £76 billion worth of Venezuelan oil, right? And he gave Venezuela £800,000 relief money for the earthquake.
Yeah, see?
Gangsters.
And also, don't forget, which has been exposed, right, under Chavez, the so-called socialist, he built loads of homes for poor people, apartment blocks, but they've all fallen down because they were shoddily built. Some of ironically, Darren, a lot of the older buildings in Venezuela stood tall. A lot of the modern apartment blocks all collapsed.
Yeah, they're just getting shoddy.
And then, of course, because we're all conspiracy theorists now, because we become all cynical, when I heard that there were 2 earthquakes within 1 minute, I thought, double bubble. I don't hear of that normally, right? So then I'm thinking, was this a man-made earthquake? I don't know. I mean, when was the last time you heard of an earthquake, 7.2, 42 seconds later, right, another one, 7.5? I've never, to be honest, I've never heard of it.
The last time I heard that was Iran got 3 in one day. Remember, and they were all in the sevens.
Yeah. No, but hang on a sec. Yeah, the Iranian one, I remember that one. Right, the Iranian one was at intervals. I've never heard one within two within a minute. Although I might be wrong, but they're very rare, aren't they?
Yeah.
All I'm saying, Darren, it's very convenient. Now Venezuela's got to spend all its oil money rebuilding.
And I wonder will it be BlackRock doing the rebuilding?
It was Halliburton in Iraq, wasn't it? And Blackstone or BlackRock or whatever.
Yeah, BlackRock. Larry Fink's place.
That's it.
Yeah, man, Prince isn't there anymore, but he was a big whole lot in there at the time.
Eric Prince was black.
He was the military side. He's Blackwater.
Blackwater, sorry, and then they changed their name now. Eric Prince is doing the same as he's always done, just under a different name now.
Yeah, he's into all. He's just developing drone systems now, and
yeah,
he was on Rogan about a year ago.
Eric Prince it reminds me of an American version of the Russian Victor Bell.
Yeah. The what was it? The Lord of War or something was he?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage played him, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you remember the bit in that film where the man had him on the helicopters and he goes, they're for what he says that they're attack helicopters. He goes, no, they're not. He goes, they're for rescue and safety. He goes, what safety helicopter has missiles on the side of it? He goes, they don't have missiles on the side of it. He goes, they do. And he calls the young fella. He goes, no, the little Russian young fella. He goes, turn that helicopter into safety and relief. And he turned them. Again, a man got the word and he came back. They were safety helicopters for safety and rescue missions. Mm. Oh, when he landed the plane in Ethiopia, remember? And he's telling his story. And he goes, when I pull in at customs, it takes them 4 to 8 hours just to go through the back of my cargo ship. He says it took a bunch of malnourished Africans something like 12 hours to leave, not one trace in my plane.
I know that was
the plane was gone.
Yeah, exactly. And ironically, Victor Bout was traded with the Russians with this black fucking transgender, some kind of basketball player who got caught with this.
Brittany, what was her name? Brittany
Grins.
It was Brittany something, wasn't it?
Brittany Grimes.
Brittany Grinder, was that something like that? I think that. But
was that Brittany Grinder a transgender?
I think so. I think Russia got the best of that deal anyway.
Well, listen, the only way the Iran thing could blow up again would be if someone starts talking about the Epstein files again, because I honestly believe that Trump is not only in them, he is very, very implicated. I really do, because he was friends with Epstein for decades. I think he was part of the coup myself, but anyway.
Well, he had them. I remember Trump used to do them under 16 beauty pageants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was on Miss Universe and Miss World and all them dirty men would go to get their rocks off.
Yeah, and also, weren't there them young... Do you remember that girl who got killed, like the 5-year-old? What was her name? Used to do the little child beauty pageants. Something Jean Benet Ramsey. Do you remember her? The little child.
Was that the one that was found and like she had damage to her anus and all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Jean Benet. It's a very famous case, never been solved. Who killed Jean Benet Ramsey? But also, it shone a light. It shone a light on child beauty pageants. Children 4, 5, 6-year-old with full makeup and sexy clothes and all that kind of things. You know, you've seen it, ain't you? All the coverage. They still go on today.
Talking about, yeah, this Tulsa, you know what Tulsa is in Ireland, don't you? Tulsa in Ireland, that the Child Protection Agency, like, say your child's not being looked after, they come in and take the child off you and give a foster parents, or they can't account for 251 children.
Wow.
Ireland, they don't know where they are.
So where are them kids then? Are they all Irish kids or are they foreigners' kids?
They'd be probably both.
Well,
and then they're being investigated for the guy that used to bring the girls out for, say, like out to the beaches and things like that. No, like for the day and all. He used to ring up his mates, and his mates used to have that week away with them.
I mean, look at that, what John's just wrote there. Look, there was one who got liposuction recently, a child, Darren, a child. So, because, you know, they're in these beauty pageants and want to look their best to win and all that. These are little children.
What's that? You get your tummy fat sucked out?
I don't know. I've heard the term liposuction. But I know women normally have it for cellulite on their legs, don't they? When they've had kids and that, don't they? On their arse and that.
But a kid getting it like that's... Is that not abuse?
Of course it is. I mean, I see the Supreme Court in America held up the states' right to ban men in women's sports. So there is progress. Fucking something else, honestly. We live in a fucking mad world, don't we?
Did you hear your man talking in the house? And it was during the Pride month, and he's the youngest he's the youngest independent. He goes, I'm all for women in men's sports. He says, I like a good gamble. He says, and I've won thousands betting on women in men's sports. No men in women's sports, no, right? Then he goes, and I think, like, we have to look at the suicide rate of our veterans. I also think transgender should be allowed in the army because, look, they look scary, and plus they'd be getting killed, and they won't have to commit suicide. It's a win-win. The faces on the people in the bit. He just didn't care what he said.
Well, and Tony Blair in the Houses of Parliament, in 10 Downing Street, he had a reception for Gay Pride Month, right? And he said, I'm proud to say that the UK Parliament is the most gayest anywhere in the world. Fuck's sake. Like, you know what I mean? Honestly.
Oh, that is mental.
Yes, John, liposuction. I don't know how they would do it on a kid. I mean, how would a child benefit from it? I don't understand it. Or would it be facial or something like that? I thought liposuction is what middle-aged women or women would have to get rid of cellulite in their legs or something.
See, a man, Claire Vickers, had to get his nose done at, and he got his nose done too small, like, and he's like a child's nose on his face, like he's...
Who?
One of these influencers that does he tells you how you should look and all. Not one of these idiots.
Oh, God. Absolutely sickening it is.
Yeah. It just,
It's going to be hot again next week, I've been told.
do you know what? I struggled the weekend with the heat. I really did.
Yeah, well, when we had that hot spell last week, my boy came down on the Friday early, went and got the shopping, come back and spent the whole day on the beach till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I cooked chicken up for the boys, give them ice and ice lollies, and they had a wonderful time, the grandkids. But honestly, it was unbearable. Honestly, it was, Darren. I had to go and sit in the shower and then not dry myself off. Come out the shower with like water covered in water, and then the little breeze would make me cooler. Fuck me, it was so hot. You know, honestly.
They got loads of Irish brew and ice.
Yeah, I do love a nice. I only have one a day.
How much a can of Irish brew are these days?
Funny enough, I don't buy them at Tesco. They do an offer round the village. They've been doing an offer, £5 for 12 cans.
Can't go wrong there, right?
No, so I buy them from the village all the time. They're on offer, and they don't, and only do them in like packs of 6 down in Tesco. Oh, he's home anyway. Flavours, God bless him. He's out of hospital, but he's still healing. Fucking hell, honestly, what a performance he had to go through.
He hasn't been well a while now, Art, has he? He's
no,
in and out.
But it's like one thing after another. The last 2 years, every time he's been knocked down, he's staggering, he's like, fucking hell, and he just manages to stand up and bang, he's back down again. And then he just manages to stand up and bang, he's back down again. Fucking hell. I mean, honestly and truthfully, he really has.
Maybe he should be looking to get himself one of them mobility scooters out.
No, I don't know. No, I mean, I'm talking about, he was ill, then he manages to get through it out the other side, then he has personal tragedy happen, right? And then he manages to regain himself, and then all of a sudden this thing hits him out completely out the blue. And so now, but I mean, sometimes he's his own worst enemy. The nurse told him he's got to rest. As soon as he got home from the bloody hospital, he's had to empty the bins because they stunk and all that. Okay. He then had to do the washing and all this, and the nurse said, "Just sit on the couch and don't do anything." And then he's been out and about and everything, right? And it's not good.
Can he not employ? Did he not have a home help over there, where a nurse or something will come in and do that?
Yeah, I'm sure he could, but I don't think he ain't got the wherewithal to apply for it. I spoke to him today and told him that there are voluntary drivers, because I've got to go and see the respiratory nurse next week, and booked a voluntary driver. He'll pick me up, he'll take me over there, he'll wait, and then he'll bring me back, and it's something ridiculous like £9. And I said to Flavors, anytime you've got to go to the hospital, dentist, appointments, things like that, I said that they do it very cheap. And he went, is there? And I went and searched, and I gave him the details.
There must be someone that subsidizes that charge for the Mart, is there?
Sorry?
There must be somebody that subsidizes.
Yeah, I think it's local council or government, something. They get a subsidy, but retired people do it. And they get paid like, I don't know, 45 pence a mile or something like that. And then they might get something, I don't know how it works. It's just a cheap service for voluntary drivers for vulnerable people, who need help. But I mean, they do everything, but they won't. Take you shopping or anything like that.
It takes too long.
Well, yeah, and it's not regarded as something that it's not something that they do. But I mean, to be honest with you, it's like me. I mean, really, I should just ring up Tesco, or I should do it online and they deliver it for me. Do you know what I'm saying? But I mean, me being Mr. Lazy, it takes me ages to get my arse in gear.
Yeah, that's why they probably don't do that, because the delivery service now by everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, although I do like it, the fact is my boy comes down now every week and he gives me a chance to catch up with him, and then he brings the grandkids down and I can cook them some chicken and all of that. So I like that side of it. But on the other side, but he can only do it once a week, end of the week, right? So if I've got any other appointments, but I can then ring up the voluntary driver to take me to do that. Dentist, doctor, hospital, clinics and all that game.
I say you do sleep well that night after the grandchildren and all down visit you. They tore you out.
I was knackered. I was boiling hot. I was knackered. I'd been up really early in the morning because he was getting down here for like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I was up really early. Only got a few hours kit. By the time they'd gone, I managed to stay up for my live and then went boom straight to sleep. Yeah. And Flavors went on Sunday. He come back for the first time and was just telling us all about what happened. And I was live with him for 9 hours. I had to postpone my live, but I just said I'm over with Flavors and put the link in.
Yeah.
How's your mum doing, Darren?
Do you know what? She's getting good. Every day she seems a little bit better. I mean, more. When you come out of the hospital, it takes a week or two for your milk to lift, no?
Yeah, of course.
And then the good bit of weather, she's able to sit in the garden and enjoy the bit of weather, so she's loving that, no? She's able to talk to the neighbours.
Yeah, that's good. But she's just got to make sure, and I know you can't tell them, but I mean, she's got to slow down and do less and less.
Oh, she's not she doesn't go to shops or nothing anymore, no. Unless she wants to come, someone will bring her up and give her a lift up, no?
Yeah, one of your sisters?
Yeah.
And that going round the markets and all that, she, I'm sorry, but she can't do that now, can she?
Doesn't do it, hasn't done that until you now, nearly yet. Till you.
Yeah, because Jer's the same, right? Jer's mum, she always tries to do too much, right? And he's always telling her not to do stuff.
Some of these old school women, they just have to be doing something.
Yeah. Where's Jer tonight? Any about?
He's going to bed because he's a doctor's appointment in the morning.
Oh, is he?
He hasn't been around. I haven't seen Jay around late in a while.
Oh, he was on with. When did Steve do his last one? Friday, Saturday, was it?
Saturday. It wasn't. I don't think it was on that one, was he?
He was, yeah.
Well, no, I don't think I was.
Oh no, you wasn't. No.
No. Even last night he wasn't on that phone call. No. I asked him tonight, was he going live? He says, Dad, and I'm up very early for the doctor. He says, like if I go on, I'll just be drinking, and he'd be smelling drink at me and giving out about me. So he's probably out trying to out for the count now, trying to stay asleep all night.
Yeah. Sean likes going over on TikTok, doesn't he?
Sean's on TikTok, yeah. God knows what's going on fucking TikTok.
No, I never.
You can't understand it.
I never go over there, to be honest. Too much for me.
Oh, like if you found, what did you used to call it, the pond life, or what did you used to call the the arguing on the YouTube channels.
The dregs of society.
Oh, but you fucking the dregs of the universe are over on TikTok.
Yeah. USA 0, Bosnia 0, 22 minutes played.
I'm not banging on.
Yeah, go and bang it. Put it on, Darren.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Black Eyed Club?
We really need more control. No, I can't find fucking anything. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Right, let's go. Yeah.
You got it on, Darren?
Yeah, put it on out.
Ah. Sorry, I was just watching a video, right, about the black eyes that famous people have all got. A black
Well,
eye. What?
seemingly that's a parasite you put in your eye, Art.
I know someone did. I read it somewhere that it's a worm that goes in your eye and comes out your eyeball or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So what is that done for then?
It's they reckon it's an icon. It's like it's a old Egyptian like that. It's that giving over your body to a different to wherever. It's a satanic a lot of the popes you see a lot of the popes were you see
Yeah.
Prince Charles were like
Yeah, the Duke of Edinburgh, Bill Clinton. They've all had black eyes, haven't they? Pop stars, Kim Kardashian and Yee and Kanye West and Tom Hanks and everyone. There's people, all of them have had them. Madonna and all that. Justin Bieber and
there's a famous guy came out. I can't remember his name. He came out on the end. He out of the out in 2013 or something, saying that they were cloning and stuff like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Why is this stupid thing saying PlayStation 5? Fuck off, what's going on?
How are you getting the football? Through PlayStation?
No, it should be the Sky. What's telling me? PlayStation not even plugged in. I don't even know why it's saying PlayStation. It's not even plugged in. Right, it should be there. What do you mean? Oh boy, I'm a fucking penny.
23 minutes. There's a photograph here. They're all drinking from bottles. Is that a hydration break?
Yeah, it's a joke, and
And yeah, look, and the manager of America is Pochettino, isn't it?
yeah.
And do you think he looks a little bit like Russell Crowe? He did. Because when I first looked at him, I thought, I recognise you. Is that Russell Crowe? I want to see America go through because it'll keep interest in it. Oh dear, oh dear.
What?
How's Celtic getting on with his bets on the World Cup? Is he doing all right?
I think he's been doing okay.
Yeah, because these bets are very complicated, isn't they?
Yeah, that bit. He does these sport bet builders.
Yeah, and also he can. There are times he cashes out, doesn't he?
Those that are here supporting Bosnia and Herzegovina, certainly making their presence felt. Their position is held behind the goal that their team are defending in this first.
You can leave a bit of sound on, can't we?
Yeah, you can. I suppose. I'd imagine. I don't know. I mean, so you can't hear. I mean, it don't really matter. You can have it on in the background. We don't have to hear it.
No, does still hear Flavs never gets done for the music, does he?
I don't know. I mean, I think he has.
Go, USA!
Oh, the USA have just scored. How about that, Darren? Fuck me.
And what are they going? Super goal.
Was it a penalty?
No.
Oh.
They're giving offside for that.
Ah.
Let's hope Bard.
No, it was a penalty appeal just gone in. Are you behind?
No, he's on side, is he? No, his left leg is off. I'll tell you what minute I'm on now, Art. Shouldn't be behind at all, like. Watching it on RTE.
Go on then. What is it?
Tell you now, me come off these fans. 31 minutes, 42 seconds.
Nah, this is 32 minutes.
See, they might have a minute delay on television or something, mate. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it just said 29 minutes penalty appeal.
Oh, we're on 32 minutes now, 3 seconds.
Ah. Right, 32 still here.
All Americans have kind of shocked me how good they are at football.
Yeah, well, you see, they've been building over the years a reasonable team. A few of the Americans played in Europe. They've got some experience. But the Major League Soccer in America, right, is established now. The foundations are there, right?
Yeah, but what they have now, like, instead of like having new clubs, they have like you can go to college on a soccer degree. You know what I mean? Like, so you just go and you do your subjects. But mostly they to play college.
Oh, so all right. So they've incorporated it with basketball, American football, and like baseball and everything.
Yeah, but a lot of the pros are still saying it's not enough. These, like, they're not getting picked up to 16, 17, then you need them being picked up at 12, 13, 14 and playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because a lot of the clubs in Europe, they've got schemes where the kids go in there 5, 6 years old, don't they?
Yeah, but look at the looks of a man like of Liverpool, Rio, that can't pronounce his second name, the black lad. Like, he'd be only starting a college degree now if he was American. Where now, next year, he'd be in the Liverpool first team.
Yeah. And I mean,
Do you know that? Do you know the FIFA president's been at every match?
what, Giovanni?
Yeah, he's been at every match you see him at. He must have got like private flights from one game to another. Suppose it's a big holiday for him, innit, over there. Like, everything paid for him. Best of meets. He's meeting all world leaders, making swappy deals.
Yeah. Where's the final, Darren? Is it New York?
New York, yep.
What, at Yankee Stadium, is it? Or Giant Stadium?
It's the New York the New York Mets play. It's the only match Trump is going to.
Well, I'd imagine, yeah. Unless, of course, yeah. But if the USA get to the quarterfinals, I think he'd go then, or the semi-finals. I definitely think if USA, if USA win tonight, then if they've got the next game's last 16 against Belgium, if they win that, then I think he might turn up. Although he put the mockers on the basketball team, the New York Knicks. Right, they were about to win, and he turned up, and they lost that night. They went on to win it the next night or the next time.
Do you remember Chelsea won the World Club over there, and he tried to get into photos and all?
Yeah, the World Club Championship.
Yeah, like he wouldn't get. He was holding the trophy and all. Like he was the manager.
That's right. And who was it? Was it John Terry?
No, it was your man and. What's his name? Cole Palm. I was just looking at him to say, like, what? John Terry, he's the one that got into what didn't play in the final when he won it, he got into the kit.
Yeah. And didn't he John Terry he was a bit controversial, didn't he? John Terry. There was lots of scandal surrounding him, wasn't there?
Yeah. I know a guy that took a few bob off him and Lampard to take the blame on the bottling situation.
What do you mean?
They were all out on a night out.
Yeah.
And John Terry cracked the guy with a bottle. And he gave Desi Bourne a few bob to say he done it.
Oh.
Desi Bourne was playing with Wimbledon at the time.
Yeah, and wasn't there something about John Terry's father was a bit of a live wire? And didn't John Terry have an affair with one of his teammates' wives or something?
Yeah, that Wayne Bridges, and you don't do stuff like that.
Huh?
You don't do stuff like that. Like that should be a no-no.
Well, look, I mean, to be honest with you, if you're in that position,
Go on.
there's thousands of girls you could target. Why would you want to do it to a teammate? I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to have some self-discipline, for fuck's sake.
And then you've been Wayne Rooney done it to his brother.
Yeah.
Like,
no, Ryan Giggs.
Oh, say Ryan Giggs done it to his brother.
I know. Oh, that's it, John Hayworth. That's right. John Terry's dad was a coke dealer. Fucking hell. Oh, God.
Wonder why he never got into management, John Terry.
I just don't think he's got the ability or the personality to.
Yeah.
Temperament as well.
Too much of a boyo.
Yeah. Same reason, you know, someone who was a character, Vinnie Jones. Why didn't he get into management?
Yeah.
They're not that bright, are they, really, if we want to be honest, you know?
No, he just plays the same part in every film he's in, and he just has that, like...
Well, I liked it when they spoke to Nicolas Cage about Vinnie Jones, and rather than say he's shit or anything, do you know what he said? He said, yeah, he has got a very strong presence. That's a way of saying he's shit, but I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, that's it. He's acting in a nutshell. He does his presence. He does the presence in the room, standing there as the gangster's bleeding bodyguard or something.
Yeah. You and your Dublin bleeding, Dublin saying, I love it because when Dubs say it, they say it they say the word bleeding, right, in a way no one else says it. Yeah, the bleeding way he did that, or the he's bleeding gangsters, mate.
Yeah.
It's a very Dublin saying, isn't it?
Yeah, bleeding. It's a Dublin thing, yeah.
And it's a way of cursing, but getting away with it.
Well, it used to mean headache.
All right.
Like,
I've got a bleeding headache.
No, like, yeah, because most things, the first thing you'd hear when the man came in the pub was, she's giving me a bleeding headache.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, when Ireland was, you know, in the olden days, when Ireland was very religious, and you couldn't get away with swearing or doing it in public or in front of if you said bleeding, it was a swear word you could sort of get away with, couldn't you?
Yeah, like some women and men would pull you for it. Say, don't be using that word, like. And a lot of Dublin words and Irish words, they all came up through the time of the Civil War, though, when people were writing letters, like it was kind of coded letters, and some of them words stuck around.
Oh. Yeah, John, but the Dublin spelling of bleeding, right, is no G on the end.
Oh, it was BLEDDIN.
BLEEDIN, bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding.
With no G on the end, John.
Bleeding kill you.
But the English would spell it bleeding with like you spelt it there, BLEEDING, bleeding. But the Dublin expression is bleeding. Bleeding, not bleeding.
You don't put the G in. I mean, we're not bigots.
What's the other one, which is an Irish all over Ireland, right? If an Irish lad wants to get your attention, right, he'll go, come here, come here.
Yeah.
Here, come here. And that was the Irish comedian, Jimmy Cricket. He made that saying popular. But to get your attention, here, come here, listen.
Come here for a sec.
Yeah,
come here for a sec. Come here, I want you for a sec.
No, normally when I've heard you use it, you go, come here. And then you would say what you wanted to say after that. You know, like, hey, you know, you'd say, come here. The US are good, aren't they?
Yeah. Bosnia playing all right as well, but USA just fast on the ball, they attack fast. But they're in the game here. But
yeah, well, no, do you know what? There have been very few games where one side has really dominated the other. You know, a lot of the, you know, most of the games, most of the football has been very competitive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, John. Yeah,
Maybe,
I want to tell you more.
maybe that nil-all game Spain got where he dominated the game but just couldn't score.
Yeah. Oh, that was the 0-0 draw, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Cape Verde or the Canary. Well, this is beside the Canary Islands.
Yeah, Cape Verde. And who was the other one that was in there? Curacao. They were a tiny island, weren't they?
Curacao, yeah, they're Dutch colonised island, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? I thought Curacao was that drink, for a cocktail. Blue Curacao.
There probably is a drink called that as well. They're in, he's in, it's a goal.
Is it?
Yeah.
1-0
1-0
America.
USA.
Oh, yeah, I might be behind 44. I am here. It's 0-0.
44-20.
Is this one a goal?
No, this is definitely going to be a goal. And it came nowhere. It just came from a mistake. Bleeding the centre half played him through.
Yeah,
Double, the
This one's pretty similar to the one that was disallowed. Looking for that bottom corner.
How many does the stadium hold, I wonder? Is it packed?
Oh, some of these stadiums are holding 90,000. Yeah. I reckon there could be 100,000. It could be up to 100,000 at this game.
What about the Mexico-England game in the Azteca Stadium, Mexico City? How many's that hold?
I think that's up into 80,000 now. Because at one time we got over 100,000 that before the all-seaters. See, this is me worry with England going up against Mexico.
75,000.
75?
I think so. Although 80,000 were for Ed Sheeran's concert there. The Levi's Stadium it is, apparently.
They're playing that tonight?
Yeah. 68,500, but for bigger ones. Right, what about let's go to Azteca Stadium. Azteca Stadium, Mexico capacity. Right. Yeah, you're right. Look, the Azteca Stadium, right, has got a capacity of 87,523. Fuck me, that'd be a big game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
87,000 is going to be right at the Azteca Stadium. And how many England will be there, do you think, Darren? 10,000?
Yeah, but how many? Probably 10,000 at the match, but probably another 50, 60,000 in Mexico.
Oh, yeah, because they've all now got to go right south of the border. Oh, I don't know whether I want to do that with you.
Well, you'd get loads, tens of thousands of fans that are probably waiting at the first three games that will go now for the knockout, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like...
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, though, and hoping for the best, that there's not going to be any kind of attacks or anything on any of these games.
Well, they've behaved themselves so far, haven't they? I don't think there's been any...
No, nothing at all. Do you know, it's been absolutely amazing. There's been no hooliganism, but I just thought they're terrorists and all that stuff, you know what I mean?
I was 100% sure something would happen there.
Yeah, same.
Like the bookie, I went to the bookie. Goes, I can't take a bet like that.
Oh no.
Who's beeping?
So it's half time, is it? 1-0. Oh no, 3 minutes.
We've 2 minutes left. We've 2 minutes left, and 8 people are watching us.
Yeah, but that's not bad, Darren, just considering I only threw the link in at the last moment.
Yeah, but see if we left that up till tomorrow night, like probably 150 people will watch it, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
Because it's like some people probably put this on in work or something, no? Like just the. Because some nights I do struggle at this time of the night to be finding something to talk about, no?
Yeah.
It just says I'll be awake for the match anyway, so I might as well just bang it live up together, you know what I mean?
Interest rates, encourage your son.
And did you see the Iranians had a ball, the Mexican cartel took them in?
Sorry?
Did you see the way the Iranians, when they played the matches in America, they had to leave that day and all? The cartel looked after them.
Did they?
Yeah. There's some funny interviews from the Iranian players side. They were out some guys' backyard shooting big guns and all.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he gave them all they all got gold Rolexes off them and all.
Oh my God. Yeah, but they're out now, aren't they? Because they didn't make the second round, did they?
No, they're out. They're out. But like, why Trump couldn't allow them to stay in America is beyond me.
No. To me, that's a little bit petty, isn't it? Is that right, John? Look, John's wife had just told him there's 3 people been killed in Mexico. Oh dear. Here, did you see them 3 Irish people killed in a car crash in Spain?
Yeah. I heard on the way home walk today, Art.
But I think the more you look, though, Darren, there's there's stuff to be said that I mean, people are saying online and everything about who they are and everything, and if you look at them, what they look like as well.
They only arrived that day, didn't they?
Yeah, but apparently what they do for a living and all this game. I don't know. I mean, I can't say. But at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? People are saying, I mean, the various things, I'm not saying this, people online are saying this, that they're travellers, one, they're drug dealers, 2. One of them looked very intimidating, the bloke who lost his life, and then his girlfriend, and then his sister-in-law or something, and then the other geezer, he's critically injured. I mean, it's terrible, terrible, shocking.
He had the crossbar there just there. A man nearly got his second goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah, John A was saying, look, 3 people had died in Mexico at the football. 1 woman suffocated.
Jeez. Man, yeah. Because all them people in that stadium, that heat.
Yeah.
That's why, like, why having that, like, no, Qatar got it, that's good enough. Why do we have to have one in another desert so soon? Like Saudi Arabia, like.
I don't know, but I think a lot of it is distraction to get them to spend their money. See, when the Arabs got oil, right, they went, right, instead of you building up your money, buy arms with it. Then we'll cause wars so you Arabs can all fight each other, and then we supply you with weapons. Now, right, they've learned that old trick, that old chestnut, so now right? They want to make them spend their money on infrastructure and holding the World Cup and everything like that, which I suppose in some respects is better than constantly being on a war footing. Yeah,
Like, you know, Dubai don't have a storage system, Art. You know that, don't you? Like, for how, like, this, like how
Sorry?
good of it. You know, Dubai don't have, like, a storage system.
A sewer system.
Yeah.
Well, what do they do with all the shit and that then?
Every morning in Dubai, you will see up the lines of trucks up to 50 miles long, all full of shit.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you know what? Even see, can you get a picture of that on Google? The lines of trucks carrying poo in Dubai. See if they say how many miles they are. Like, you think with all the money they'd have a storage system.
Dubai does now have a comprehensive citywide sewer network, though its rapid growth historically meant some areas relied on sewer trucks. Today, the majority of the city is connected to an extensive underground pipelines that route wastewater to major municipal treatment plants, such as those in Al Awa and Jebel Ali. So that was true, but it's not. Now, the next century expansion to future-proof the city, Dubai has approved a monumental $21.8 billion strategic sewerage tunnels project. This massive infrastructure project will ultimately replace over 100 pumping stations and increase the city's wastewater capacity by 700%. Fuck, you know.
But have they got the pictures up of the trucks?
Oh no, I'm sure you can. Yeah, I'm sure there will be pictures of them.
Yeah, just to see how much shit they must be. It almost doesn't look real.
Maybe that's why they do Dubai porta potty. They're trying to eat it. Dubai sewage.
Lordy.
Right here, the poop truck myth versus the reality. Right in the mid-2000s, Dubai's construction boom drastically outpaced the laying of underground pipes. The 2009 viral video, a famous video, showed a long line of sewage trucks waiting outside the treatment plant. This was not exclusive to the Burj Khalifa, but a temporary citywide measure for areas not yet connected to the municipal grid. Tanker trucks are still a legal requirement, but mostly service construction sites, temporary workers' accommodation, or peripheral and island developments who are not yet linked to the main grid. Okay.
But everything they thought the shit, even like them islands they were building, like they're not even finished yet.
I know, but also, Darren, you've got to understand that if all of a sudden, right, electric cars take off, or if the war with Iran and Iran destroyed the desalination plants and all of that in the Gulf states, right? You'd see about 8 million Filipinos and Bangladeshis go back home because of no work. You'd see all the Westerners leave, and within about 2 or 3 years, you'd start seeing tumbleweed, right, all going down the street, and there'd be, the sand to start reclaiming all them cities. Do you know what I'm saying? Right, that's what I think.
So it could be a bubble waiting to burst, couldn't it?
Well, it is a bubble waiting to burst. It's a bubble waiting to It's a bubble waiting to. It's a bubble.
Like they're giving AI robots nationality and all, passports and all.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we really realise the consequences of AI. I think AI is going to make about 1 billion jobs around the world obsolete.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just think it's hitting them now that we do not have the water for these data centers.
yeah,
Like,
but the progress. Yeah, but the progress in other forms of cooling, right, are always being developed.
yeah.
You know, so that, you know, it will be overcome in some respects, you know, but in some way. But as I say, I don't think we're, you know, I think we're focusing on, and to be honest, the dangers of AI in the wrong hands, right? Well, it can be catastrophic. But then again, they said that with everything, Darren. Do you remember in the 1890s when they got the car, they said if you go over 5 miles an hour, you suffocate and all that game.
Do you remember we all thought the world was going to end and on midnight 2000 as well? The M2K.
The
Y2K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people spent billions on fucking the Y2. They thought all the things would reset to zero and money would disappear and all of this stuff, right? You know.
Like,
I definitely think though that I definitely think that the COVID and the vaccine and all those things and the way it was done, midazolam and the nursing homes, I think they did do that to try and cull a lot of people. They really did. You know, people who were a burden.
do you think they brought it out? Do you know the way, like in America, some states gave the people the option to wear masks and things like that, and they were reporting back, well, we're not on the rise and all. Do you not think if they waited another year or two planning it and got everybody on board, it might have went better for them?
I don't know. But put it this way, a lot of people earned a lot of money with, you know, from the PPE, right, government, furlough, right, through to drug companies, vaccine companies. And yes, if you look at all the leaders of the leading companies out, yes, they are all Jewish. That, you know, there's no two ways about it. Many of them, right? I mean, of course, you know, you can, but at the end of the day, the scam was bigger than, you know, these are just one scam after another. 9/11 was a financial bonanza for certain people like Larry Silverstein.
Oh, Larry. Tried to claim the insurance twice.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He claimed 7 billion, settled for 4.5 billion, which is more than more than one claim, 1.5 claims he got.
And he only bought some place there in the last 2 weeks, Art.
6 weeks before he bought the lease on the Twin Towers.
No. Recently, he's bought some other place. I can't think of where. I can't remember.
Yeah. Is he building the biggest tower in Los Angeles? Is he?
He could be doing that as well, but I know recently is Larry at it again because they're buying he bought something that terrorist says they were going to blow up in the future.
Yeah. He is. Yeah, no. It's the place in Los Angeles. It's going to be the big, right? They're building the biggest skyscraper or whatever it is in Los Angeles. I mean, would you live somewhere where Larry Silverstein's your landlord?
No,
No,
no.
but the whole point of the matter was, right, that the Twin Towers were an eyesore. They were full of asbestos, and it would cost billions to have dismantled them because of
Yeah.
the health and safety. There was no way those buildings could be taken down any other way than a 9/11. And the simple fact is the planes that went into the towers, right? Donald Trump said in an interview on that day, he said, every 3 feet there's a solid steel girder, right, in the thing. He said the aeroplanes are made of aluminium. Right,
Yeah.
yet we meant to believe that them aeroplanes went through the building. You know, I mean, we all know it was a scam. It was a scam, and it will come out. I mean, now the world knows that the JFK assassination was nothing like the official version, and the actual it was done by the CIA in conjunction with the mafia, in conjunction with the Israelis. Although at the moment they're trying to airbrush the Israelis, being the architects of JFK's assassination, because in '63. JFK, early on February, said that Israel needed to declare its nuclear program at Dimona. David Ben-Gurion, the founder of Israel and was president of Israel at the time, prime minister, he pushed back. The scandal caused David Ben-Gurion to resign in June 1963. The Mossad and Israel never forgave the JFK administration. So they came up with the idea to kill him. They went to Alan Dulles and LBJ, got them on board. They got the CIA on board, got the mafia on board, and the rest, they say, is history. But yes, Israel were the architects of the assassination. Now all the documents have come out.
Where did Israel get that stuff to build a new guard? Any countries ever say
the French built Dimona for them.
The French.
The uranium, I think they stole it off the Americans. The nuclear pits that go into nuclear weapons, 200 or 343 were stolen from a place in Texas. And they believed that the Israelis got them from there. But the Israelis had nuclear weapons in the 60s. They had a nuclear weapon in the 60s developed at Dimona, the nuclear power station that was built for Israel by the French.
It's all gone quiet on the weapons for Israel or weapons for Russia in Ireland at the moment. Not much being reported.
No, exactly. But I mean, if we're talking about fair is fair, okay, right? Iran must never have a nuclear weapon. But then again, what about, if we're going to talk about nuclear proliferation, what about Israel? Israel's got an undeclared nuclear weapons program. And never declared it to anyone. I mean, how can that be satisfactory?
Why don't they all just one day say, why do we even need these weapons?
Well, I mean, let's be fair, Darren. I think they probably develop more devastating weapons than nuclear weapons.
Yeah. What that guy says, we've developed anything you can imagine and what your brain can't fathom.
You know, and also they develop nuclear weapons that don't leave the radiation fallout like the old ones used to. So the use of nuclear weapons, I think it's a distraction anyway. I mean, some of the bombs, they got the Moab and some of them air bombs and all that suck in all the oxygen. I mean, they can destroy things on a sort of like county basis. You've got nuclear-tipped battlefield shells from artillery.
Yeah, a
But, you know,
little tactical nuke, deadly art. Little tactical nuke. They'll do the same damage as a nuke, but they're just smaller.
but they'd only do damage within, say, half a mile radius.
Yeah. I'd say Iran's got a bang of a few of them, I'd say.
I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, Trump even admitted it himself, right? Leading up to the memorandum of understanding, he said, if the Strait of Hormuz had closed, you know, we had 2 weeks of supply in the West in reserves, then we're critical, and you would have seen the oil price shoot up. But, you know, recently, how many ships are going through? It used to be 150, 160 a day. It's been about 20 one day, 10 another day, 15 another day, 25. At some stage, I think at some stage we're going to see an economic crisis in the West. I really do. And normally it's timed around September, October.
We've breaking news on the soccer front, Art.
2-0.
Now, Arnie Slot is now favoured to take over the Dutch national team.
No.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. I mean, to be honest, I don't think he really done much at Liverpool. You know, he was given a Premier League winning team by Klopp, and he won that the following year. But on the back of Klopp, when he finally established his own state of play, it all went wrong.
Very wrong.
So Ronald Koeman was the manager when has he resigned?
No, just says reading here after the Dutch the Stars out on the World Cup like that. Dutch FA may be looking elsewhere with Arnie Slot leading the list.
Oh, okay.
Changes to either team in terms of part-time substitutions. Since American, the Outsiders leading by 1 goal. Red and white from right to left. Yeah, that's Gabina in their first ever knockout match.
That's if Koeman could want to stay on, but couldn't he?
Yeah, the Dutch to be honest, have not been playing very well recently. They did play well a couple of times, and I thought, hello, are we going to see the Dutch make a run for it? But I mean, to be honest, they lost against Morocco. Morocco are a great team. They're no fucking idiots, Morocco. Great team. I mean, at the moment, you'd say the favourites would be France, Spain, even down to Morocco. Yeah, no, France, Spain,
Argentina.
Argentina, and then you would come down to Morocco, England.
Yeah, Colombia, USA. God, Jesus.
Well, yeah,
this is one of the best.
Maybe, but Portugal, I mean, yeah, they're a bit overrated, I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, but they've a great midfield.
Yeah, exactly. And they've got Ronaldo, who can always turn on a sixpence. But I don't know. It's a hard one to call at this stage. I think when we get down to 16 teams, it might start sorting itself out again. Sorry, hang on. This one. Yeah, no. Once we get down down to the last 8, the quarterfinals, then you'll be able to see, won't you?
Yeah, and then you'll see all the panic boys in the transfer window, all the players that had good World Cups going for mad money and
yeah, you're going to see that.
Good few players there that you get the bargain as well, like you're saying, playing for some of the smaller countries that you could see doing the job in the Premier League.
Yeah, well, I mean, the good thing about America still being in it means even people like Steve said, I didn't really know the rules of soccer. He said, but I'm starting to learn it. And so the longer that America's in it, will keep the interest of the Americans, won't it?
Yeah, because I think the young lad is watching it now, hasn't watching it. I think the young lad's been to two of the Portugal games. I asked AI to pick me out a treble. It says, pick me out 3 progressive horses running today
Yeah,
in Britain.
yeah.
Where that will give me a treble. They gave me 2 winners out of 3, which isn't bad.
Mm.
No, it might be AI might be me new the new what are these people called that put on that say they can pick pot winners?
Tipster.
Tipsters, yeah. Because that AI can go through that horse's form and all, like in milliseconds, you know what I mean? It knows what the weather's like, it can tell what the horse is like running in hot weather. Oh, so it'd be better than any human. Someone getting sent off, Eddie. There's Jacko going off for Bosnia. Like, he's usually the main man. "40-year-old that this just shows how well footballers look after their bodies now compared to back in the day. Like you've a good few 40 plus playing at this World Cup. You know what I mean? Back in the day, like only goalkeepers played at 40.
Yeah, do you remember that geezer who played for the African team?
Roger Miller.
That's it. You got it. Well done, Darren. Brilliant. I knew it was Roger.
Oh, Roger Miller, man. Do you know what? I always remember his dance when he used to score. I used to love it.
By the corner flag.
Yeah, and he put Cameroon up again in front against England twice, and then England won 3-2. Lineker got the goal. Remember the quarter final? Yeah.
And then England played Belgium in the quarter final, and David Platt scored the goal, didn't he?
What a goal!
Yeah,
what a goal!
Flipped over, and he as it came down, bang.
Yeah,
and then the heartbreak of the semi-final. I mean, I used to replay that and wish that Paul Gascoigne could have got to the ball in extra time.
Yeah. I never seen it broke him, didn't it?
Mm. England should have gone on and won it that year.
Yeah.
Germany won. They beat Czechoslovakia, didn't they?
In the final.
Mm.
Did they beat Italy?
No, Czechoslovakia. Italy were the hosts, and they went out in the semi-final as well, or even quarter-final.
Are you sure it wasn't Argentina and West Germany that final?
No, let me look.
Because I know Argentina.
Yeah, it was the World Cup final of 1990 was West Germany against Argentina. You're correct, yeah.
Yeah. Because Argentina, I remember they lost their first game in that World Cup. Because remember Maradona got fucked out halfway through for cocaine in his system.
Yeah, Italy went out in the semi-final, same as England. They lost on penalties as well to Argentina.
Yeah, because Italy beat us in the quarters.
Yeah, because Italy beat England in the third, fourth playoff, didn't they?
Yeah.
There you go, yeah.
And then we had 1992, the next tournament where Denmark didn't even qualify and they won it.
Yeah, well, they were only allowed in because of there was a war somewhere, wasn't there? And a team
Yugoslavia got fucked out. Yeah,
Yugoslavia didn't play, and so at the last minute, it's hello, the Denmark firm. Yeah, do you want to come and play? And they went on and won it. Fucking that is fairy tale. That's a Hollywood movie. That is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be. Really, it's got to be one of the greatest football stories ever, isn't it? That Denmark winning the Euros in '92.
Well, we put Greece up there, didn't we?
Say that again.
We put Greece up there in 2002. Greece.
Oh, what, when they won the Euros?
Yeah. I don't think they could see. They only let in one goal, didn't they? They won all their games 1-0. Part of the final, they won 2-0.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a shame though, Darren. You know when Greece had the Olympics, then they've had all these things and that. Do you know all the infrastructure and stadiums are all fucking left to rot now?
They're not being used.
No, literally. All rust. I see a program on it ages ago about about the ghost town that now is all the Greek. It was 2000, wasn't it? The Olympics in Greece.
Yeah. Yep.
But America was the perfect place. The stadiums were all already there. I mean, look, whether you like it or not, and we like to poke fun at it, but for a various good, bad, and indifferent, America is the greatest nation on earth, isn't it? Without a shadow.
Oh, without a doubt. You're screwed without them, and you're screwed with them. But it'd be a completely different world if America didn't exist.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, things like the internet has allowed the world to communicate with more Americans than before, because the world, including me, growing up, you thought everyone in America had a detached house, double garage, a swimming pool. You thought everyone in America, there was no poor people in America, right? But now you can speak and you can talk to people who are just ordinary people in America like they are around the world.
Yeah, because we got all our information off the sitcoms and things like that.
Yeah, and even news items, the way that they were presented. And you see people.
That's a dark thought that come into my head there, Art.
Go on.
Ireland hasn't had many serial killers.
No.
But you think there's a few coming over on the boats?
Now, the consequences of allowing the worst of the worst. Let's get this sorted once and for all. Right, the people I don't like are scumbags, are low IQ, arrogant, aggressive, antisocial, right, the lowest of the low. They're the ones that are being brought into Western society. From Eritrea to Afghanistan to Ethiopia, I bet there are lovely, genuine, decent, honest, hard-working people, right? But they're not the people coming over here. Right? It's like us going and emptying all the prisons, right, and exporting them into a country, right? What would we expect to happen? If you got the population of Portlaoise, Wheatfield, right, Mountjoy, okay, and then took them and released them all into France, what would happen, right? Well, you know what would happen. And that's what has happened, right? They've sent the worst of the worst into Western society and gone, there you go, off you go. What do you think's going to happen? Hundreds of millions of people, right, who were never racist, who were pretty live and let live and liberal, but they've seen these people coming over and all of a sudden they're going, I don't like black people, I don't like Asians, Muslims, right? But what they mean is I don't like the bad ones that we have to deal with on a daily basis. That's what.
But is it racist to say you don't like black people, or is that an opinion? Or is it a racist opinion?
I don't like black people that I've interacted with. But then again, you say there are black people I've interacted with who are lovely people, honest, hard-working, decent people. Drew Titan in New York, right? He's into the boxing and all that. He's got strong opinions, right? But he's an honest, decent, hard-working person. Here, there you go. Yes, Tony G. Lovely to see you, Tone. Can't you sleep?
All right, Tony.
Yeah, but look what he said there. Do you know what? I didn't think that. The pennies just dropped. You're right. The Shankill butchers were serial killers. They were, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, that class of serial killers, yeah. By the way, they kill people. I think we've had in this. I think we've had 3 serial killers in Ireland.
Have you?
In the Republic. 3, yeah. Well, the reason they're not called serial killers is because we can't find the other bodies they killed. Larry Murphy's one. Your man Nash is another. The guy that killed the 2 care workers and 2 nurses in Grange Gorham, he be one. What's a serial killer over 2, is it?
I don't know, Darren.
Oh, then again, and then we've had serial killer hitmen as well, so we probably had more than we think.
I mean, would you say that hitmen are serial killers?
Yeah.
So then someone like Johnny Morrissey, who they think could have killed 50 people, he is. Yeah, but look what Tony said. Do you know what? Look, you'd have thought it had been the other way round. The Shankill butchers were serial killers. They hid behind loyalism. You would have thought, right, that they would have embraced it.
Yeah, and going down that road, there'd be loads of nationalists and loyalists that be serial killers. Like so,
There's the Border Fox.
Border Fox, yeah. But I'm talking, well, the Shankill butchers would have been down this way. But I'm talking about these ones that you read about in America that like leave people beheaded in parks or like, no, the ones just Hollywood do films about.
Let's bring it over this to something we can associate with the Yorkshire Ripper in the UK.
Yeah,
Dennis Nielsen in North London, where he dissolved the bodies, didn't he? He was a lunatic. Yeah. The Black Panther, what was his name? He killed that Leslie Whittle, didn't he, in the drain? The Black Panther, Dennis Nielsen, was it, or something? The Black Panther, that was a 70s one.
England has had its fair share, hasn't it, Art? Like, England has had the few.
I think Ireland has probably had its fair share, but they've not been described as serial killers.
No, they just don't have, no, because the bodies were never found.
Tony. Suffolk Strangler, that's Steve something, wasn't it? Steve something, the taxi driver, wasn't it?
The mad Mr. and Mrs. What were their name? The mom murderers.
Rosemary and Fred West.
Yeah, like.
What about him then? The Hungerford, Michael Ryan, the Hungerford killer with the AK-47. What about the Dunblane massacre bloke, Thomas? Oh, what's his name?
What about Dunblane? Jesus Christ, yeah.
What was his name? Thomas something, wasn't it? Thomas Hamilton, was it? At Dunblane? Fucking hell, see, do you know what? I forgot about a lot of them, didn't you?
There's a sending off, Art.
Huh?
The guy that scored the goal got sent off.
What, for America?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What's he done then?
He done a bad stamp on your man's back. Your man. I don't know about that now. Is that a straight red card? Like, what's a 3-game ban? Is it? That could be his World Cup over.
The next game, don't you just miss the next game
in the World Cup? Hope so.
I think it's just one game you missed. The following game.
I think that's for 2 yellow cards. I think you missed 2 for a straight red.
Do you know? Honestly, let's ask.
Yeah.
Hang on. How many games missed by red card in World Cup?
Hope it's only 1, Art.
They've changed the rules. Right, hang on. Let's have a look. If a player is sent off at any point of the tournament, they will miss the nation's next match. However, FIFA hold the right to extend the ban or add any other sanctions they deem necessary.
I don't think it was nothing like that. I think you only get the 1 match ban then. But I think Bosnia was turned the screw now, won't he?
Yeah. Damn. He's gone from hero to 0.
He jumped up and just landed on the... I don't know. Maybe it looked more malicious on the VAR, the way they look at every angle.
Yeah, they said it's an eye-watering replay, and Rafael Klaus had no choice but to send him off.
Then he done a bit of damage.
Oh, this is going to be interesting now, Darren.
Yeah, it's only 66. You could be talking another 20, half an hour, yeah.
Yeah, I will do, Tony. Balogun is a professional soccer player who plays as a striker for League One club Monaco and the United States national team. A Hale End Academy prospect of Arsenal, Balogun was promoted to the first team in 2020, but featured sparingly, going on loan to Middlesbrough. He made a breakthrough in France at Reims where he scored 22 goals. And then he signed with Monaco for 40 million euros, where he was named Monaco Player of the Season.
Is this the American guy that got sent off?
Yeah, the American guy who got sent off.
Yeah, because he looks a good. He looks a bit of a baller.
Yeah, Tony wanted to know. Yeah, so he was an Arsenal player, Tony. Went on loan to Middlesbrough. Then he went to Reims in France. And then he went to... Monaco. What's that, Tony? I think I'm smelling something. What, really? What do you think? What, Tony? You're smelling something. What are you thinking? Please check who Balogun has played for. Yeah, Arsenal, Middlesbrough, Reims, and now plays for... And now plays for Monaco.
Experience in that side as well. Let's not forget. League all around the world. 20 minutes.
Hydration break.
Oh, that's all right. They can regroup now then, the Americans.
Substitutions might be very, very important now. Ulrich Gallagher, the opening goal so far after 45. He was feeling on top of the world there.
You guys, film.
USA. Those USA supporters.
Got the hold on. Man, like the middle of half a game, where thought the tunes are belting out the stadium with they're drinking water, getting coached.
Yes, Tony. Yeah, no, I agree. These breaks have been vital in some of the games. Yeah.
We're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
Yeah, they're trying to give it a bit of razzmatazz, isn't they?
Yeah. Do you know what was good at the UFC I liked about the White House? The bit of music on it between fights.
Yeah.
I think they should look into that more. Man, I think there's another story to happen in this game.
You think so?
Yeah.
What, you don't think it's... Yeah, there you go, Tony. 4 quarters. You don't
I think there's another goal in it, and if America get it, they win it. If Bosnia get it, they could go on and win it. Or we could get penalties again tonight, who knows?
Oh, God.
Going into work half asleep again tomorrow.
Yeah, what are you up to now then? You got a job?
Yeah, I'm putting down gardens art. Fucking getting taxed to beat the band. He says he'll give it all back to me, but not until I get a proper tax bracket.
So what do you have to actually do then?
Tomorrow, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, the garden that we're doing, it's a bit overgrown, so we're gonna just cut everything out of it, and then we'll have to dig the garden, which we do that with a digger.
Yeah. A
And then
rotavator.
no, like a little JCB digger, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Then we're gonna get in do you know the thing that the plate that vibrates, the level thing that just
Oh, I
flattens
know.
everything.
A whacker.
A whacker, yeah, that's the nickname. Get a whacker in, then and then hopefully all the sand and all comes, so we can put the sand down, get all that level and all, and then they're putting in paving, little small 6x4 paving blocks, kind of with cone top on them. They're nice.
Oh, okay. Right. So that what are they creating? Is this front or back?
The back garden.
Oh, right. So they're creating a patio, are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that'd
then they're getting a small bit of artificial grass in it, but only a small bit. Just a bit where like you can just walk in and only connect with the grass.
And how long will that take you? About a week?
No, we started Friday at and what we didn't know was there was loads of bikes and all stuck in, so we spent nearly a day just doing a rubbish job, getting all the stuff, because we had to make it safe for putting in like blade machinery and chain machinery and all. So yeah, so we were hoping to finish that by Thursday now, but like that could be probably Friday.
What, the whole lot will be finished?
Yeah.
And how many of you doing it then?
4.
4 of you. Okay. And what, does one geezer own the firm?
Yeah, he won't even be there, that.
Oh, right. Okay.
He be out getting jobs, you know what I mean, in the office, like meeting people.
It's a proper company you're working for then, is it?
Yeah. So he be like he get, because I have to pay tax and all. They thought me into the hand.
Oh, right. And what's the reason you're doing this for then, Darren?
I was just bored out. Someone offered it. Someone says, like, you can do the gardening, Dad. Do you want to do a bit of gardening? And I thought I was into the hand, and then like he gave me a pay slip, and I looked at the pay slip, like, and like there was £266 tax took over, and I was like, what? And he says that, he goes, I had to go onto my gov and get you a tax rate, know what rate you be on. He goes, but I was paying emergency tax. I goes, how long will that take? He says, I'll have it sorted in 6 weeks. He says, just look at it as money in the bank. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he says, just look at it as you're saving that money, because he says, if you give it back to you, he says, you don't like the bollocks, he'll give that back to you. He says, and then you probably pay £120 tax a week or something, you know what I mean?
Oh, so roughly you get about, I don't know, about 100, 150 a week. So 6 weeks, that'd be about €900 you get back.
Well, if it takes that long, yeah. But the way I looking at it, like, if I start saying that, I'll have this book. I just hope one day I just get a pay slip and it just has like tax back and it's just there. You know what I mean? But like, I'm adding it up as I go along.
Yeah.
But then, like, if I done more hours out, then it could be £300 they take or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. But it'll be something nice for you to do over the summer, maybe the winter, not so much, when it's pouring arbor rain and freezing cold.
No, I don't. I'll look for something else. I'll probably do it up till October, right, and then look for something else. No.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because that's when you start getting all that working in the rain, the water running down your back, and then you start getting backache and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. That's when you're going out to jobs, right? Like, and yes, you could be doing a driveway or something. Or if you have to, 2-0.
2-0,
Offside,
good.
offside.
Ah,
He
wow.
doesn't think. Let's have a look. Is he offside? Let's have a look at that.
Is the linesman flagged?
Yeah. He's fucking miles offside.
Oh, right. Miles. I love that. Darren. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Not only is he offside, he's miles offside.
He's more offside than me, and I'm in a different country, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brains. Oh, come here, I hate them kill tools and maiden appearance on fucking Wow and Feck.
No.
Oh, not Wow and Feck, Meat and Veg.
No.
Yeah, and Mark.
When?
I don't know. I think
No, Darren. That is a live stream from 4 years ago. He's re-streamed it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dana was saying it to me.
No, yeah, but no, it's no, that is an old 3-hour live from about 4 years ago. Unless he's loaded up something I haven't seen.
This is from 2 weeks ago. Have a look there,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Look, listen, right here it is. Hang on, where is it? It was a video, not a live stream. A video, Sink or Swim, 2 weeks ago. 3 hours 5 minutes. Cherry Murphy and Cy and everyone makes an appearance, but the actual live stream was about 4 years ago.
Ah.
So it's not brand new, it's about 4 years old.
Because I was saying to myself, like, fucking, what's the Mark fella doing going on the live with them things? You know what I mean? Because he's stupid.
No, it's definitely not. Hang on.
It tell you when it's uploaded, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it just said 2 weeks ago he uploaded it on as a video, not as a live stream. Tony G, there's the link for him there, right there. It's Cy, Meat and 2 Veg.
Like, why would you put up a live from fucking
4 years ago?
It must be one of them lives where he took lumps out of Mark and he's putting her up to take the piss out of Mark.
Yeah, but all that was included. But yeah, why would someone want to save a live from 4 years ago and then put it up recently again?
You do strange things when you're drunk and you had dementia and you're not well.
I don't know. I mean, Tony, that's Meat and 2 Veg.
Oh, what a goal.
Please, not 1.
What a fucking goal.
2-0.
Yeah. Masterful free kick. Masterful.
Oh, beautiful. There you go. Because I want America to keep going. Otherwise, they lose interest. They've scored 4 goals tonight.
Did that go straight in or did it hit someone? Oh, that's a cracker.
Tony, have you got that link? Right, Tony, when you've got that link, let me know and I'll delete it. I've just put it up there for you, not to advertise the thing. So let me know once you got that link. Are you watching the football, Tony?
Yeah, it would have been old because Dino was saying they were asking Tools why he hasn't paid Mark the money and all.
Yeah, that's it. It was 4 years ago.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. And he didn't even have that Virgin 4 years ago, so he has them all on some other shit that you can just put them on.
Yeah.
Recording everything.
Yeah.
Do you remember Sean?
What the the crazy teacher who showed
Yeah,
the guns on the thing?
well, seemingly a few months ago he went on live with Paddy on one of Paddy's lives now, and what you call it, got a phone call off side and got some abuse over it, and he won't come on. Like he said to Paddy, that's not going on anymore, Paddy's not worth the abuse off side. And Paddy's like, you live in fucking America, you know.
Yeah, didn't he go to Alaska? Didn't he go to Alaska for teaching job?
Yeah, but I think he's in Texas now because it's the summer, you know what I mean?
Ah. Yes,
And,
John, 2-0, beautiful. Come on, America.
These Yanks could go all the way.
No, don't say that. But I mean, you know. If they win tonight, I think they can beat Belgium. So that means they would be in the quarterfinals. But then they might come up against France or someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. You know, like Belgium were fucking 2-0 down with 5 minutes to go. I think they scored twice in the last 2 minutes. Or the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Tony's right. Yeah, Tony, you are right. Belgium are crap. Honestly, and so are the Netherlands, to be honest with you. And think about that. Italy ain't even here.
It's 14 years since they were in the World Cup.
I know. It's madness. I don't know what's happened.
Very nice defending me.
Well, I'm glad I stayed up for this.
You would have been just looking on the internet anyway, you know what I mean? So it's good. That's why sometimes I bang the live on, because it's going to be awake anyway, so I might as well just have a chat.
Yeah. And look at the goal scorer's surname, Tillman. That was the name of the footballer, wasn't it, who died in Iraq? Do you remember?
Tillman?
Yeah. Do you remember he was a famous footballer and he gave it all up to go and serve in Iraq, and then he had a change of heart and he was killed by friendly fire. Do you remember?
Fuck's sake, man. When was he related to him?
I don't. Do you know, that'd be a good question, wouldn't it, eh? Pat Tillman, I think the geezer's name. Right, M. Tillman, soccer, related to Pat Tillman. Let's see. Ah, no. Right. Malik Tillman is the older brother of Timothy Tillman. No relation to the former NFL player and US Army Ranger Pat Tillman. They were born and raised in Germany, the Tillman brothers. And that Tillman who scored that great goal, he plays for the Bundesclub Bayer Leverkusen.
But these American players are playing for big clubs.
Yeah.
Very few of them are playing in America. Most of them are playing in Europe.
Yeah, wasn't there one or two in the Premiership a few years ago, Darren?
We had Christian Pulisic played for Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah. And
we had a man that used to play Fulham. Remember a man that played for Fulham?
Who was the long-haired one? Used to wear the hairband.
Oh, don't know that. Can't remember him.
Is that what happened, Tony? That Senegal switched off and lost 2 quick goals?
We were into the last minute. Oh, the keeper! No.
What was that? Nearly 2-1.
Yeah.
Oh, gold.
Keeper kind of missed the ball. And here's a free kick in the 89th minute, 38 seconds. He's going to pump this into the box.
What Bosnia?
Bosnia, yeah. Oh, not with that.
I'll tell you what, America needed that second goal, didn't they, really?
Yeah.
That might just
It gives you that little breather if you do let one in, no?
Yeah. Because it would have been panic stations now.
And we have 10 minutes of extra time.
How much?
10.
10. That means 11 or 12.
Yeah, you could get 2-3 extra minutes up to 10, yeah.
Disdain from the USA fans here in the stadium.
America just sitting back behind the ball, saying the thing, break us down.
And they could get a goal on the break, couldn't they?
That's what they'll hope for. But
Hey, do you remember that game last season, Darren, the Old Firm game, where Celtic Celtic were winning, Rangers pushed forward with even the goalkeeper, and then the Celtic he ran up from the halfway line. He just walked the ball into the net. Do you remember that?
Where do you sit on now the Celtic fans singing simply the best?
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's
they've literally just stole it, made it their own, haven't they now?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, I like the joke when they said when they were saying that that Derek McInnes has been signed for Rangers from Hearts, so that Rangers can push hard next year for second place. Yeah, no, I mean, to be honest with you, Celtic are shite. Yet they still that Celtic is shit, right? But they still manage to win, which just shows you how shit Scottish football is in general. I don't mean to be horrible or rude, but Tony understands what I mean.
Yeah, Rangers, they bought the head man off, the main striker off Hearts, didn't he?
Yeah. The
He's a good
Hearts
player.
manager, Derek McInnes, was poached by Rangers. So the fight next year will be Celtic Rangers, but like it was Hearts this year. But Martin O'Neill has he been given a 12-month contract, Tony G?
Yeah, with option of another year.
Yeah. I mean, what they did last season was almost commit suicide. I mean, what on earth were they thinking when they appointed that Wilfred Nancy?
Nancy,
Fucking
yeah.
useless it was.
It's the worst week in Celtic's history, and it was.
Yeah, Tony G said, correct yourself. We're not shit. We had a terrible season and only won the double. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a tongue-in-cheek. Yeah, but of course. To be honest, though, Tony, it should have been a treble. It should have been a treble. And at the very least, before Wilfred Nancy came in, they should have let Martin O'Neill Martin O'Neill lead the team out in the League Cup finals, and they would not have lost to St Mirren. So, yeah, it should have been a treble this season. We're making it interesting, Art. Yeah. I mean, do you think, though, that, I mean, Tony Bloom's no mug. Do you think Hearts will be do you think Hearts will be challenging next season as much as they have this season? Will it be a 3-horse race? That'd be interesting to see. Because we've had this in Scottish football history where teams have done quite well, but then petered off after 2 or 3 years. We had it with Aberdeen before, didn't we?
I could never see another club outside the big firm getting the chance that Hearts had last year, because they were 5 points and 6 points clear at one time. No,
Tony called it. Right, you know, when they split at the end of the season, he went, Celtic have got to win every game, and Celtic won every game, right, to win. And Hearts, well, they just threw it away. Rangers, well, they were just they just went from bad to worse.
And pressure on Hearts as well. You know what I mean? Here's the goal. Go on, get it. Nah. Hit it. Top corner. Not the fucking top stand.
That's a good point you make there. Yeah, Tony Bloom, one of the co-owners or with an interest in Hearts, let the Hearts manager go because he saw he was a loser. I mean, come on. I mean, last season Hearts should have had it sewn up.
Yeah, they shouldn't have lost that. They shouldn't have lost the league last year. Right, we've 6 minutes left of 4 minutes left of this game. He's on that again. Go on, keeper. Sweeper, keeper.
Yeah, exactly, Tony. 2 draws out the last 5 games, the most important 5 of the season. Yet the great thing is not that this World Cup needs it at all, but America now, it gives it another boost. And if America can beat, if the US can beat Belgium, well, it'll be sky's the limit.
Only thing the chants from the fans are shooting in America.
Are they?
Yeah, it's like being at a college. It's like being like a kids game or something.
What, like out of Greece? Yeah, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. We want America.
No, not. You know what they're singing?
Go on.
We follow. And where you go, we follow, we follow, we follow. La 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 la. What the fuck?
Here, what happened to them? Are they still in it? Norway?
Yeah.
Because they got some good fans, didn't they?
Yeah. That's it. I love watching videos of the fans enjoying themselves. Not many can. There's no trouble. They're just there, and that, especially when you see fans mixing.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be a successful night for Pochettino, right? They take the lead, go down to 10 men, and then score a second. I mean, that's the way to respond, and it and close up shop. Don't seem like Bosnia-Herzegovina have had many chances.
Oh, your man just put one barely wide here out. I thought I was gonna go in, but
Oh, Lurkio sitting out there, the bleeding fox. Right,
there's a minute left. A minute.
Yeah, the fox is out there. I better give him. Oh, what have they had? They've already had bleeding sausages. Look ready tonight. Does he want them? Do you want some more, you greedy bugger? Hey?
Homage to their team for their performance today.
Hello. What do you want then?
And to play their parts as well.
Right, you can have a couple of bits of land. Right, yeah.
USA will go marching on. That's really from that man's team. Absolutely going to man down and get through to the next round.
And it's all over. The United States of football. Through to the last 16.
For the United States of America, the dream continues. Their World Cup ambitions very much alive. USA 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0.
What's the score?
2-0.
Is it finished?
It's all over. The United States of soccer have won.
Wow. Full time. Wow. The United States wins a knockout game for the first time since 2002 and will face Belgium in the last 16 in Seattle on Monday night. Wow. Yeah, that's good. That's good for what's name, innit? That's good for the World Cup, innit? Yeah, Tony, you're correct. Tony says here, Darren, he says, I love it when you see the joy on the kids' faces. It's brilliant. What football, right, does for people emotionally. I love it. Yeah, of course. It lifts the whole nation, it can. Right, the most unlikely people who are really not interested in football all of a sudden develop an interest. And if you can hold that interest, the further the United States goes, the bigger the game will get, although the foundations in America are very firmly set now.
Yeah. It's good to see the host nations doing well in any competition.
And Mexico as well. Canada are out, aren't they?
Oh, Canada went through, didn't he, with the last minute goal?
I can't even remember who's in now and who's out. Do you think England will do better against a more established teams than they have done against the perhaps lesser teams?
Yeah, because you could see the difference when they played Croatia, couldn't you? Like,
Yeah.
Croatia come out and played against them.
Yeah, Tony, is that right? Oh, Canada versus Morocco. Well, you got a fancy Morocco there, ain't you?
Yeah. So what games have you got tomorrow then?
Well, we got tonight. Later on tonight, we got Spain, Austria.
Oh.
Right. Now that one's you would go to Spain, but I mean I don't know. I mean this World Cup's thrown up some really strange results. I mean, but I mean Spain. I mean they drew 0-0. You know they had about 100 chances, and Tony's going to Canada. Oh, that'd be a big one then if that happens.
The bookies might make me go for Canada as well. If they're 4 or 5 to 1, I might go for them. Oh, looking at this Venezuelan earthquake now, people fucking stuck on their buildings and all on the news.
Well, do you know what? That's going to be the death toll. Sadly, is going to run into tens of thousands, and and I think the hope for them maybe 1 or 2 they're fine, but that's terrible. And do you know a lot of them apartment buildings that collapsed were built in the Chavez era? And a lot of the older buildings in Venezuela, right, are still standing.
Sorry, I was just looking at headlines. They reckon they need aid for 1.8 million people. Ain't no fuck am I ever getting on one of them. Not a chance. See this crap art?
What's that?
Fucking a helicopter that flies itself and it's going to be used for taxis. It carries 4 people. Oh, you ain't never getting in nothing like that.
Yeah, I've seen that, and it's got the rotating propellers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And Trump earning more than $1 billion from crypto.
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, people like him online, Darren, Tim Paul.
The guy that wears the hat, the woolly hat, yeah.
He's just posted on X, "This is the greatest day of my life. USA, go, go, go," and all that game. Right, so, and he's got 2.6 million followers. Right, so that's what I mean. That's how big it is for America, isn't it, eh?
Yeah. And I think he's not just a bandwagon fan. I think he likes soccer as it.
Well, I mean, do you know my measure of success of this World Cup is that Steve said something the other day. right? Last week he said on his last live, he said, I'm really getting into this soccer now. He said, I didn't really know the rules before, but I'm now learning the rules of it. And I thought, hello.
Yeah, I was explaining the offside to him and all last week. He was like, what? He says, come on the camera and I'll show you. I'll do it with like fucking M&M's, show you.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what, Tony? That's the point. England fans on the drink at altitude because Mexico's high up, isn't it?
Yeah, that 7,000 feet above sea level.
Yeah, so it could be a recipe for disaster. Well, if England lose, it might be. If they win, it might be all right. I don't know.
Yes, there are concerns.
They're in Mexico. Loads of prostitutes, loads of drink. I think they'll have fun.
Dear, oh dear, yeah. Apparently, though, and Steve said this, that the cartels in Mexico have agreed a ceasefire during the World Cup. So there's Chapitos and the Chapitos and El Chato and all these kids and that they've all said have a ceasefire during the World Cup.
I was watching a yoke there. It was only from last week, and it was the mayor of some town, and he was there with cartel members and Marines. Know the Marines, and the cartel fella turns around and goes to the Marine fella, I was gonna have you tucked and tied up this week. You're taking you only from the mayor. The mayor's my friend. He asked me not to do it, and the Marine goes, thank you, Mayor. No, and shook the cartel man's hand. He goes, I'm telling you, you were going to be hanging by that bridge, off that bridge by the neck. You lucky man. Yeah, like, and like talking to him like he's a child, like, and he's a Marine, like. But you think we don't know where you live? You think we don't know where your wife works? You think we don't know where your children go to school? We were going to take you. Only for the mail.
Well, and he said this on camera.
Yeah. And he's a mad looking cartel. He had the cowboy hat on him and all. No,
Wow. That's mad.
Oh, they're showing crackers and all. The place is in bits.
Yeah, it's the other big city, though, isn't it, that took the really big hit? That
on the one on the coast.
Yeah, what's it called? La Guerra? La Giara?
Carabel or something. Thirteen high-rise buildings completely like
pancakes.
collapsed.
Yeah, did you say that 8 million people have been displaced?
No, they need aid for 1.8 million people.
Oh, aid for 1.8 million. Yes, Tony
And
G. All right, catch you later, Tony. Lovely to see you in here.
Nice one, Tony. Jesus, it wouldn't have looked like that if Trump would have bombed at the bits.
I see that Israel continues to bomb Gaza, the tents and all this, setting them all alight and everything.
Oh, jeez. Like, you just can't give. You know, you just get so desensitized to that it doesn't affect you anymore. It's just like,
and sometimes that's what they want to do, isn't it? That's what the main
objective is. Like, Caracas looks like it's got a bang of a nuclear bomb. 21-story buildings collapsing out and all. Jesus.
There's a lot of people buried under all that ain't going to come out, is there?
40,000 people unaccounted for.
Yeah.
Shooting at a mosque in Birmingham, mate.
Really?
Yeah. A child got hit. Birmingham. Sky News.
Every day, innit?
Yeah. West Midlands Police.
Boy 16 has potentially life-threatening injuries after shooting near UK mosque.
That could have been just gang related, couldn't it?
Yeah. Boy age 16 taken to hospital. At this stage, they don't believe it's connected to the mosque.
What's going on with the government anyway? Over your way, are they still fucking all giving out with each other?
Yeah, he's what's name, isn't he? Keir Starmer, 2 more weeks and he'll be gone. And then Andy Burnham will be crowned. There'll be no election, so he won't be elected. He'll just be another fucking installed prime minister, probably there for 3 years, and then the general election will come. My question:
Will he be any good, Dad? Will he be any good?
No, he's the same as he'll be the same as Starmer, but just with a much more presentable package. Woke and all that stuff.
Woke.
Yeah, all that
so
stuff.
all the hate speech and wokeness and getting arrested for a tweet.
Yeah, honestly, it'd be meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Right, I mean, I'm just wondering how long it's going to be before people will be saying Andy Burnham's a wanker, like they're saying Keir Starmer's a wanker, and how long before they'll be going Andy Burnham out, you know what I mean?
Did you hear some of the chants from the English fans who were great anyway?
Yeah, Keir Starmer's a wanker is the biggest one, isn't it?
Well, they had flags with that, and they weren't allowed. But that's what they were singing, right? And they were singing English lads on the bender, Keir Starmer is a wanker, and they were told if they sing it again, they wouldn't be allowed into the stadium. So then they started saying English lads on the bender, abstained, Donald Trump's a sex offender.
Oh my God.
Football fans just come up with the best ones, don't they?
Yeah. Wow.
Could you imagine like England get to the final and Trump's there and they're all singing that to him?
Yeah, I don't think
he'll try to get this match fucking abandoned or something, wouldn't he?
Well, I think if America can beat Belgium, I think he'll definitely want to be there for the quarter final for America.
Yeah. I suppose he can take a day off golf and go and watch a fucking match, couldn't he?
But it has been a success, though. No one can say it hasn't. The stadiums have been chock-a-block. The merchandise has been flying off the shelves. You know, it's been getting coverage all over the world. Economically, financially, it's been a resounding success.
It's great, because I do stay up late watching them football matches, right? And I do be that buzzing from them going out in the morning. I don't be tired till around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and they'll be nearly finished then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come home, have a sleep, something to eat, have a sleep, get up and do it again.
Well, you'll be watching the England game at 1 in the morning, won't you?
Yeah, that would do. What? Like England are poking me like there's a winning squad there, you know what I mean? Just they struggle against them low blocks, don't they? They just
Yeah.
These are the experiences.
sickle cell. One of the village people died.
Yeah, the bloke who wrote YMCA, the lead singer with the policeman's outfit and the beard.
Oh, they have them on now with Trump doing the bop.
Yeah, he was 74, I think.
The policeman, the policeman died. And only one of them was gay, do you know that?
I don't know, no. I don't know.
Yeah, the fella that used to with the tash and we used to wear the hard hat. He was the only one gay in that band.
Oh right, is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No,
they were just put together like they put themselves together. A lot of them lost their job and they knew they could make money in gay bars, just fucking acting a fool. And then their songs took off and were huge. Like their songs kind of took the piss out of the gays, know what I mean?
Oh yeah, look, Victor Willis. He was straight. He was the primary lead singer and co-writer of hits like YMCA. The Native American was gay, the cowboy was gay, but Glenn Hughes, the biker, leather daddy, was straight. Alex Briley, the GI, was straight, and David Hoddo, the construction worker, was straight. So there was only there was only two. Two of them were gay: the Native American, the Indian, and the cowboy. The others were all straight.
I thought there was only one gay in them.
No, two. The cowboy, Randy Jones, and the Native American, Philippe Rose.
So actually, the gayest ones looking out of them all were straight.
Yeah. Look, not all the village people were gay. While the group was intentionally constructed to celebrate and target the LGBT plus disco scene, only a couple of the original members, such as Randy Jones and Philippe Rose, were openly gay. Ah, well, yeah, openly, yeah. See, I mean, you don't know what they might have done, and you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Another source says Victor Willis, he's the one who died today, was the only straight guy in the village people.
Maybe they like men and women.
Oh, God.
Trump calls the ban pregnant women from entering the US.
What's that?
Trump calls the ban pregnant women.
Are you covering your microphone, Darren?
Yeah, Trump. Trump calls to ban pregnant women from entering the US.
Oh.
MAGA lawyer, get pregnant tourists the head out of America. Oh, it's great. It's great.
In a few years, driverless taxis will become mainstream. At age 60, he says he'll probably retire from that.
So what time do you normally knock off in the day then, Darren? About 3 o'clock?
Yeah, half two the earliest, half four the latest. That it depends how quick things get delivered and shit like that. No,
And is it not far from the job you're working on? Is it not far from where you live?
it's about it's just up past up between up in Candork and Village, but I'm getting a lift up. Even if I didn't get a lift up, it'd be only 15 minutes on the bus now.
Oh, right.
It's not worth taxing and showing the car just to fucking go up the road, don't I mean?
No. And as you say, it's just a summer job, isn't it, really?
Yeah, yeah. It was just offered to me, and I just, yeah, why not? No. No, when you say something, you say no to something you don't really want to do, but then when you do, you're going to say, glad I've done that.
Few renovations in Ireland. I would love
You know, fucking war in Ukraine's never ending, is it?
Do you know what? It's a phony war. All of it is phony, and the problem is that anyone with any sense and just do the research on it, then you come down on the side of thinking, well, I don't support Ukraine, I support Russia, and that makes it difficult because we live in the West. You know, we're on the wrong side.
But Russia's fighting for Western like standards, like marriage, the children, like God, the right to worship, like.
Well, and they're fighting to not have people on their borders that are hostile.
Really thought.
You know, people think that the Ukraine war started in 2022. It didn't. It started, say 2014, but even before that, by Victoria Nuland and her husband, Robert Kagan, at the State Department. And then we had the Donbass, and then we had 10 years of the Donbass, right, of people being killed in the Donbass.
And the Ukraine slaughtered like the Russians in the Donbass, massacred like loads of them. Put them in schools and set the schools on fire. That like, cause Putin was going to start like, giving the people the Donbass weapons to fight back.
Well, I can tell you the answer is false.
As long as he still calls it a special military operation, but once he changes that and calls it a war, then escalation's going to happen.
Also, ironically, the Russians haven't pushed along the coast to take Odessa, and Odessa is emerging as one of the top 3 destinations of drugs from South America. The other places being Antwerp and Rotterdam. But Odessa, right? They've just seized. What have they just seized? Had a huge seizure in Odessa. And that is meant to be one of the landing points for drugs coming in from South America. And that is still in Ukrainian hands.
So I'll go to Zelensky's hands.
Well, yeah, billions and billions. You just can't imagine the amount of money that has been extorted. And it's just one big money laundry machine, isn't it, really, Ukraine?
It's It's just a country that washes dirty money, I think, now at this moment.
Well, and you know, it's centre of a lot of criminality, from
Yeah.
human trafficking, prostitution, drugs, arms, organ trafficking. You know, you name it, biotech, you know, everything, biolabs, everything that you can think of in the criminal world appears in Ukraine, and Ukraine is, you know, a place where a lot of this dirty money, flows in and washes out again. And also a lot of the money that's sent out there by the EU then gets recycled back to people in the EU.
And allegedly, there's a lot of soldiers going in with minor wounds, dying, and their body parts are being sold on the black market.
Yeah.
Because that's worth a fortune, body parts.
And I mean, there are internal squabbles. You know, the Klitschko brothers allegedly run all the brothels in Kiev and other places.
Klitschko's. Mad.
The only way you get the only way for a settlement now is to allow the Donbass to be Russian with Crimea, right? The Zelensky criminals are all chased out of government, hold elections, right, and then go on right from there. And it's whether
have you seen the ambassador guy that Putin's let go do all the PR podcasts?
No.
Like, he says, they tried to kill my president on 3 occasions. And the man says, like, why don't you just kill Zelensky then? He goes, well, we made the deal. And he goes, what deal? He goes, we told Benjamin not who came to us in the first week of the war and asked us not to kill that man. And Putin told him, I will not kill him if you ask me not to. So what the fuck is Netanyahu going, don't kill Zelensky for?
You see, there are always plans of Israel to use Ukraine and its fertile farmland as a kind of second Israel, to supply Israel with food and all this carry on. And obviously, if you do that tracing back of ancestry, that a lot of Eastern European Jews originated in what was called at the time Khazaria.
Ukraine, isn't it?
And now is modern day Georgia and Ukraine. And so, yeah, and you can say that the dispute between the Russians and the Khazarians never finished, and that the Khazarians scattered across Europe, and then those people at the end of the 19th century all went across the Atlantic to America.
Who fought them? Was it Catherine the Great, was it?
No. It was much before that. It was King Bulan who was in charge of Khazaria, and he was given the option to either convert, because they were pagans, thieves. They stole people's identities and all of this, and the Russians had enough above them, and below them was the Persians. And they said to King Bulan, you've got to choose one of the 3 Abrahamic religions. And he chose Judaism, because Judaism in some kind of form is the same as paganism. But then he pretended to be like Jews. They continued their satanic practices of pagans. And then that was about 850. Then about 200 years later, right, about 1100, the Russians had enough and they invaded. And so then all of the Khazarians scattered across Europe into Poland, into Germany, France, then into the UK, and they vowed revenge on the Russians. And then in about 1200, King Edward I, or who it was, threw the Jews out of the UK because of usury and that. And they were
Yeah,
banned
that's
from
correct.
Great Britain for 350 years. They were only allowed back in after the Dutch Jewish bankers financed and bankrolled Oliver Cromwell, who deposed Charles I, cut his head off after the English Civil War, allowed the Jews back into England, and then installed Charles II on the throne and carry on as normal. So the English Civil War was really about allowing the Jews to be allowed back into Great Britain, allegedly. And then right once they were allowed back into Britain, then all of a sudden you move forward, and then you go to 1690 when the Bank of England was founded. And then you move into the 18th century, and then you get Meyer Rothschild in Frankfurt emerging with, and then he teams up with Daniel Weisstrop and creates the Illuminati, still with the pagan satanic practices. And then Jacob Frank comes on the firm, who believed he was a reincarnation of Sabbatai Zevi. And then they moved it from there across Europe. And then you go from the 18th century into the 19th century and then into the 20th century. And, you know, then with the Freemasons, Albert Pike predicted 3 world wars and all this carry on. And then as they moved into America, 1913, they got the Federal Reserve, which is a private bank. It's, you know, the Federal Reserve was called that to con people into think, oh, federal government, but it's not. It's owned by other banks who are then owned by shareholders of those banks. And then the rest of it is history. The rest of it, as we know, what turned out in the 20th century. And then in 1948, Israel was declared founded. And at the time, I know it was terrible, but they should have moved all of the Palestinians out, the whole lot of them. At that time, they moved 700,000, I think, the Nabka or whatever it was, and then we've moved on from there. So that's you know, so many people say that the Israeli Jews are Eastern European Jews and not Jews from the Holy Land.
I'll leave you with this one, right? Just because you said that Oliver Cromwell, Ireland's favourite son, right? Not why he died of malaria.
Yeah, the thing is, Darren, you're touching it again.
Oliver Cromwell, right? Ireland's favourite son. Right? He's not why he died of, this is funny, not why he died of malaria.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, I think it's Limerick or Cork, one of those cities down the west are building a monument to the mosquito.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, look what Cromwell did to Ireland.
Yeah.
Again, though, look at other people in history. Look at what Winston Churchill did to Ireland.
Yeah.
In the early 20th century. But you see, Winston Churchill, right? I mean, from a lot of his sayings, but he said something which is one of, I think, for me, the greatest saying that he ever said. Winston Churchill said, and I quote, "History will be very kind to me because I intend to write it."
Oh, and that was a, and he's right because they're the people that the victors write history, don't they?
Yeah.
The victors write the history. Okay, Art, I'm gonna get an hour or two.
Bring this one to a close. We've done 3.5 hours. We covered a great football match where the United States go marching on. I'll catch up with you later, Darren. Thanks, Darren. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll see who's on tomorrow night at 1 o'clock. We'll have a bang at them.
Yeah,
we'll do a live. I don't know. We'll do a live. I think Argentina tomorrow, already.
I don't know. Let's have a look. No one. Yeah, I know it's. I know in the evening game is Spain Austria. Let's just find out who the next game will be on, like early hours Friday morning. Right. No, the early hours Friday morning are Portugal versus Croatia at midnight, and at 4 o'clock in the morning it's Switzerland versus Algeria. Then at 7 o'clock Friday in the evening it's Australia, Egypt, and then the final game on Friday night at 11 o'clock is Argentina versus Cape Verde. And then the final game is Saturday morning at 2:30, which is Colombia and Ghana.
What we'll try to do is we'll try to get Steve to bang up his gangster, whatever it is. If he doesn't do something, we'll sort something out.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go and get some kit now and see what time we get. I'll get up and everything and see how I feel. And I'll do my live at 10 o'clock and we'll just play it by ear, Darren.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do, yeah.
All right, Darren.
Okay,
thanks very
God
much.
bless. Thanks very much for coming on. Speak to you later, pal.